happened just as I was like setting up the stream. Some pretty major news, some really somber news coming through about the WWE Hall of Famer Rocky Johnson, who has sadly passed away. And honestly, I've been reading the reports on that. I've been looking into the news articles on that. And as a result, I didn't get a chance to like grab things I wanted to grab and do the things I wanted to do, because I was probably going to be sitting here in like a Hawaiian shirt and everything. But obviously sometimes these kind of things kind of come along, and it really is like sad news, because Rocky Johnson really is one of the kind of great wrestlers from kind of just before WrestleMania. It's quite funny, actually, because Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas together as a tag team, they were the first black WWE tag team champions. And that happened in 1983, I think it was. And obviously, you know, WrestleMania started in 85. So, you know, Rocky Johnson was really at the height of his career just a couple of years before WrestleMania started. And it's really sad. He was a big name in the 70s. Obviously, a lot of people are going to know him as the Rock's dad. But I really wanted to kind of spend a little bit of time maybe talking about Rocky Johnson, the man, the legend, you know, rather than focusing on the fact that he was the Rock's dad. Because he achieved a lot. He did a lot. He had like a feud with Jerry the King Lawler, which was really famous. And I think he had a match for like Jerry's crown and all of this kind of stuff. And it was a red hot feud. He won multiple NWA championships as well. Obviously, as we said, you know, he'd have success in the WWE. He went into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2008. And he was a big singles star, big tag team star, and I was watching some clips as well before we started the stream. I actually watched the video that WWE put out to announce that he was going into the Hall of Fame. So I watched that video, and it was really interesting because you actually see footage of Rocky Johnson, and you see what he was capable of. Kind of in an era when people weren't doing those kinds of things. Like, he had brilliant aerial ability. He wasn't a luchador or anything like that, but he would go up top in an era where people just didn't really. And he was doing kip-ups when people weren't really doing that. His transitions and his reversals, he was so quick and crisp. And he really did stand out. There's a nice quote from The Rock, who said, my dad wasn't and shouldn't be known for being like a really great black wrestler. He is one of the best wrestlers. Doesn't matter what the color of the skin. Doesn't matter that he was, one half of the first WWE tag champs, a black team to get that honor. He really was a fantastic wrestler. He was absolutely jacked as well. He was huge. He had great physique. He looked like $1 million. He could wrestle like $1 million, as we said, won loads of championships in like lots of NWA territories. I think the only title that he got his hands on in WWE was the tag ones. Let me jump over and have a look, because I haven't actually looked yet on his Wikipedia. That will tell us everything that he won. I'm not going to sit here and list it all. He was Canadian, born in 1944, and sadly passed away today. As we said, you'll read a lot about him, but 99% will be that he is the father of The Rock. And I really did want to kind of start this off by saying he's so much more than that. He's so much more than that. And it just kind of feels like the right way to start this stream. So, yeah, this isn't obviously how I had this planned. I really wanted to be sitting here in, like, shades, a Hawaiian shirt, maybe some kind of a little sweatband, getting ready for Bash at the Beach. And what I would say is don't worry. We're going to talk about this, but we are then going to move on from this. But this is obviously broken within the last hour. It's massive news. We never really talk about Rocky Johnson because there's never really a need to talk about Rocky Johnson. So I think to take a few minutes out just to kind of go through a few things, I think is important. He is a former NWA United States heavyweight champion. He's won the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship. He won the Americas Heavyweight Championship. He was, how about this? He was the NWA Brass Knuckles Champion. Brass Knuckles Champion? How amazing. The NWA Canadian Tag Team Champion. NWA Georgia Tag Team Champion. NWA Georgia Heavyweight Champion. That was a big title to win back in the day. So he's won all of that. Former one-time WWF Tag Team Champion with Tony Atlas, as we said. Went into the Hall of Fame in 2008. And he was ranked as the 211th best wrestler ever by Pro Wrestling Illustrated. The 211th. That's not bad, is it? He's nearly within the top 200. And if you think about all of the wrestlers that have been, to say that you're literally just outside the top 200 is very, very good going. I'd imagine his son is probably ahead of him. But how about this as well? How about this? This is amazing. Obviously, if you watch the NWA, you'll know there's a big tournament going on to crown a new television champion. They brought the television championship back. Rocky Johnson is a two-time NWA television champion. So he held that title twice. Former Florida heavyweight champion, won that 3 times. NWA. Also, NWA Florida tag team champion. His partner, Pedro Morales. Pedro Morales won the WWE title as well. So what a team that would have been. But honestly, look at all this. All of this are championships and achievements that Rocky Johnson achieved. So, you know, so much more than The Rock's dad. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I'm sure that's probably what he's proudest of, you know, of all the things that he's achieved. Calling himself The Rock's dad, I'm sure, is one of his proudest achievements. He, of course, taught The Rock. He taught The Rock how to wrestle along with Pat Patterson. So, yeah, you know, he is so much more than just that. And I don't know if it's going to be too soon for them to have a little graphic. I can't imagine it'll be that hard to throw together and put at the start. But, yeah, really sad news, man. Really, really sad news. So just wanted to, you know, take a few moments out just to talk about a Hall of Famer, an actual WWE Hall of Famer that we have sadly lost today. So R.I.P. Nothing but love and respect to Rocky Johnson and his family. Eric Haberman, shout out to you. Yes, you can have a birthday shout out tomorrow. Right, happy birthday for tomorrow, Eric Haberman. Of course, there is no stream tomorrow. We do have Thursdays off. I treat myself to a Thursday off, although there will still be videos. So yes, we're back here as well. We're back upstairs. Yesterday we were downstairs, but yeah, they've kind of got to a point now where like things are starting to happen around us, but they haven't quite got to this wall yet. So yes, we can be up here, but I'd imagine probably from SmackDown, we will be down in the figure room, like, permanently. So we've got all of that to come as well. Of course, tonight is Bash at the Beach. We've seen the staging, and it's a little bit underwhelming. It's kind of not as epic as you want it to be. It looks like it's in an arena. It looks like it's just the normal stage. You know, like how they did for Double or Nothing. You had the normal stage, and then they kind of made it feel like a casino. They had, like, casino chips, a pile of casino chips, and things along those lines. Fyter Fest, they did the same. It was the same stage, but they put a few tents on it. and a few like palm trees and things to make it feel like the Fighter Festival. That's kind of what they've done here. This one, I think it's got a bit of sand. I think there's a few beach balls, but the stage itself is exactly the same. So a little bit, I was kind of hoping for a bit more. But let's have a look. You know, I mean, once it's all jazzed up, you never know what it's going to look like. So let's wait and see. Angel Asario, shout out to you, my friend. Hey, Days, loads going on, absolutely. But so glad I can watch your streams again, dude. Shout out to you, Alex. Thank you so much for joining us, and all of you for joining us. Really do appreciate it. Really looking forward to just watching some good wrestling. That's what you get on a Wednesday. As we said, you know, we've just had the news about Rocky Johnson. For those that are just joining us, I can see there's new names joining us all the time. So I don't want to keep going on and kind of going over the same stuff we've spoken about. So I feel like we've covered Rocky Johnson. We've paid our respects. And hopefully, you know, WWE will get chance to do the same tonight. If they don't get time to do it tonight, because obviously it's only just happened, if there there won't be a video package, but maybe just a graphic at the start. If we don't get that, then I'm sure you'll see something on Friday. I haven't even seen if The Rock has actually sent anything out. I don't know if he's made any kind of public comment. I'm sure he will. I'm sure he'll post something on Instagram or whatever, paying respects to his father. But yes, really sad news. Really, really sad news. But I feel like that's done. I don't want to dwell on it too much. Because we're here to have a good time, and there's a lot to look forward to, because of course with NXT we've got the Women's Battle Royal. That's to find the new #1 contender to Rhea Ripley's title, and there's a few names that are in that Battle Royal now that are going to be a little bit tasty. I'm hearing that Mercedes Martinez is going to be in that Battle Royal. Some of you watching might be questioning, who's Mercedes Martinez? She is one of the best indie talents that has been around for 15 years or so. She's like a veteran at this stage. It's basically like Natalia. It's like if you'd never heard of Natalia, but a Natalia that's not so much into cats, more into just like hurting people. Like, she is legit. She's really cool. And she's been in like the Mae Young Classic before. She's been on WWE's radar for a long time. I don't know why they've gone for her now and why they've not signed her in the past. It might be to stop AEW getting a hold of her. But they've signed her. It looks like she's going to the Performance Center, and it looks like she's in the Battle Royal tonight, and I would not be surprised if she won. I think that she could win. They could then use the next few weeks to just build her up, give her squash victories, and then you could be building towards Mercedes Martinez against Rhea Ripley. Also, Liv Morgan tweeted a picture out of NXT. She sent a picture out on Twitter of her in the Performance Center, which is literally just down the road. It's like 5 minutes, if that. So she was at the Performance Center. She took a picture of one of the turnbuckles. And didn't say anything other than that. So there's people asking, is she going to turn up tonight in NXT? Is she going to be in the Battle Royal? I don't know why she would, because she's clearly on Raw. She's clearly involved in this women's storyline with Lana and Rusev and everything. So, yeah, I can't quite get my head around why she's done that. But I think, certainly got people talking. So we'll have to wait and see. In fact, I've got to plug this laptop in because it's about to die. Give me a second. Yes, so Liv Morgan is getting people talking. Days, I don't know if you saw my Twitter message. It's a picture of my newborn after we brought my first daughter home. Unfortunately, because of my first daughter, I will be retiring from my in-ring career. That's a shame, buddy, but many, many congratulations. Today is a Battle Royal, yes, on NXT. It looks brilliant as well. You've got that, is it Shotzi Blackheart, who has only just signed with WWE. She is going to be in this Battle Royal. In fact, I can get a little graphic up that shows everyone that's in the Battle Royal. And click on this. I've still got Rocky Johnson information. If we go over. So the graphic shows... Is the graphic here? Hang on. Oh, it's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. NXT Battle Royal. Let's have a look and see if I can find the graphic for it. I had the graphic as well. I saw it earlier. But now everything on my phone is all about Rocky Johnson, which is no bad thing. No bad thing at all. I am absolutely not complaining about that. Let me see if I can go on to NXT's Twitter, and then I can find the graphic, and then I'll be able to go through everyone that's in it. I think Bianca Belair's in it. I think we've got the likes of... We got the Time Splitters reuniting tonight as well. Kushida is reuniting with Alex Shelley. That's going to be amazing. So really looking forward to that. Why can I not find this graphic now? It's as if they've completely removed it. It's as if they've... oh, there it is. Found it. So, there we go. That is all the ladies. All the lovely ladies that's going to be in there. So, we got Bianca Belair. We got Candice LeRae. We've got, as we said, that's Shotzi Blackheart, Io Shirai, Mia Yim, Xia Li. Vanessa's in there. I can see Dakota Kai. So, yeah, it's Chelsea Green. Is Chelsea Green in there as well? So that looks like it's going to be absolutely amazing. Over on AEW, we've got the likes of Pac versus Darby Allin. Obviously, it's Bash at the Beach as well. So we've got all that to look forward to. Let me click on. Here we go. We've got number one contenders, Fatal 4-Way, Young Bucks versus Santana and Ortiz versus Kenny Omega and Adam Page versus the Best Friends. That's going to be a great match. Jon Moxley versus Sammy Guevara. We've got Awesome Kong and Mel, you know, the woman that had her head shaved, taking on Shida. They call her Shida now, not Hikaru Shida. And Chris Statlander. We've got Pac versus Darby Allin. We've got Diamond Dallas Page, Dustin Rhodes, and QT Marshall versus MJF, who's going to be in a match. The Butcher and the Blade. And we've also got Cody Rhodes is going to respond to MJF. Again, there's the picture of the staging tonight for Bash at the Beach. So you can see it's normal. It's just normal. They've just decorated it with like a surfboard and a few palm trees and things. So really was hoping for more than that. But, you know, look, it is what it is. At least they're making some kind of effort. The same can't be said for WWE. Yeah, we've got all of that. So a busy night. A busy night. Yes, Bruce, you're right as well. AEW have extended their TV deal. That's going to go through to 2023. So I saw that Tony Khan on Twitter was chanting out 4 more years. 4 more years. Because they're going to be around for a long time to come. So people saying that AEW were underperforming or, you know, weren't doing, you know, the numbers and all this couldn't be further from the truth. Absolutely couldn't be further from the truth. TNT absolutely love them. I think they said that within 3 months, across all platforms, AEW Dynamite had been viewed over 30 million times, which is incredible when you think about it. In 3 months, over 30 million views across all platforms. So, and they're saying like, and they're just starting, you know, they're just going to keep on growing. So a lot of excitement, and it's got them a very lucrative deal. Days, if you could pick one, AEW or NXT to watch forever, who would you pick and why? Well, I would pick NXT. The reason why I would pick NXT is because they've got WWE behind them. So, you know, you could always have Hulk Hogan turn up. You could always have The Rock turn up. You could always have Ric Flair turn up. You could have Brock turn up. You could have Undertaker turn up. Kevin Owens. You've got the whole WWE machine behind NXT. They could do anything. They could really do anything. Just because they choose not to doesn't mean that they can't if they don't want to. We saw that at Survivor Series with invasions, Becky Lynch in the ring at NXT. I know she was down in NXT before, but it was still cool seeing her back there. AJ Styles in the ring at NXT. That was crazy, wasn't it? Seeing AJ in the ring saying, so this is NXT. Just kind of like looking around, because of course he skipped NXT, didn't he? He went straight into the Rumble in 2016. So it's kind of crazy that we saw all of that. So they have got the whole history, they go back to like the 1950s when they were like Capital Wrestling, and in the 60s they were WWF. They've got all of that history that they can lean upon, and legends, and obviously AEW is just starting. I think AEW are very good. Most weeks I score them like 7.5 out of 10. It's just a really solid show, and sometimes they really do knock it out of the park. But I think for me, NXT is as good. In the past few weeks, the shows for me for NXT have been a little bit better. But they've got all of that wealth of history as well. So that's why I would go with NXT. But that shouldn't be taken as disrespect to AEW, because I think for a brand that is brand new and has only been around for, 3 months or so, this is episode, I don't even know what episode this is. They used to tell you on the Fight app, it used to say this is episode 14 or whatever. Honestly, I think this is probably episode 17, 18, something like that. Incredible work by AEW. So yeah, no shade on either company, but if I have to answer, that would be my answer. Not a massive AEW fan, so NXT has my interest more. Maybe in time that will change. Rocky Johnson has passed away. Yes, Rocky Johnson has passed away, yes. Wes says NWA for life. You're absolutely right, Wes. If I had to choose between NXT or AEW, I'd pick NWA. I do love that promotion. I know I keep banging on about it. I'm sure people are bored of me talking about it, but it amazes me how many people don't even know that it exists. Still don't know about it. I'm sure everyone on our streams is aware of NWA now. But if you're not, give me a second here to tell you. It's on YouTube live every Tuesday. Okay, you can watch it anywhere in the world, and it is for me the best show. I absolutely love it. I think the wrestling is brilliant. It's in a very different environment. It's in a TV studio, still in front of a live crowd. I mean, it is taped, but there's not really any spoilers out there. But you get some big surprises. We've had the likes of Marty Scurll. We've had the likes of Scott Steiner. So there's been some big surprises. Plus, they've got a lot of history that they can lean on because they've been going since the 1940s. So we've had the likes of Nikita Koloff. We've had Rock and Roll Express. So just these really big names. Their commentary team right now has got Bad News Barrett on. Stu Bennett is on their commentary team. And we have a lot of fun with the streams. We're really lucky as well because obviously we're a decent-sized community. So because we're a decent-sized community, we've actually had a few of the wrestlers come and join in our chat, which is incredible. I mean, honestly, one of the biggest honors that the channel has had is seeing actual wrestlers coming and joining us. And I know it's them. I know people are saying, yeah, it's just fake accounts. But it's not, because the verified Twitter accounts have then reached out to me afterwards. We've had the likes of Thunder Rosa. We've had the likes of the current NWA champion, Nick Aldis, who is from the UK. He's a fantastic wrestler. Obviously, he used to be in TNA as Magnus. But he is the current real world champion. And he was on our stream yesterday. He popped in at the end just to drop a few comments and whatever. And it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I really wish we could kind of attract maybe, why doesn't EC3 join us? He's not doing anything. He's just in catering. Why can't he pop on a Wrestling Day stream and come and have a chat with us? You know what I mean? That'd be lovely. If anyone's watching in NXT or AEW, maybe you're not in action tonight. Perhaps you've got the week off. Come and have a chat with us. Come and jump into our little community. Get yourselves over. Do you know what I mean? Drop in and just go, hey, how you doing? I'm Deonna Purrazzo. You might have seen me a few times. That's not how Deonna Purrazzo talks. Hey, how you doing? Deonna Purrazzo. I don't know how she sounds, but this is what I'm saying. Amazing. But we get that with NWA sometimes, and I love them. Absolutely love them. The TNT president says second AEW show will be a readapted Dark. Well, I would be interested in watching that new second show if it is going to have significance. My problem with Dark is the fact that it really is like a standalone show. It kind of doesn't really push any stories along. I think there's a few things in there, just little moments or whatever. Oh, we saw a slight interaction on Dark, and then that kind of bleeds into Dynamite. But honestly, it's not essential viewing. If you want to keep up to date with AEW, you've only got to watch Dynamite. If they can now make this second show a little bit more like Raw and SmackDown, where it's actual storylines and you really do need to watch the shows, I'm totally on board. All I do is stream. I can bring another one in. So, I'd quite happily watch that. But it seems like they're not going to go that way. Shout out to LSW. Cody Does Everything says, I feel like NWA and Ring of Honor are in some kind of deal. That's why Aldis showed up at Ring of Honor, and we're getting Flip Gordon versus Aldis. Yes, I agree. I mean, Marty is now apparently one of the head bookers for Ring of Honor, and Ring of Honor, I think, are going to really go places if they can get some financial support. They're struggling money-wise, but I think securing Marty is a really big deal. That's gonna keep eyes on them. If they've got a little deal now with the NWA, that's going to help. It's going to help both of them. And I'm really excited, actually. I'm really excited to see what the future holds. If we're going to see a lot of NWA Ring of Honor crossovers, then you might see Ring of Honor streams coming onto the channel. I don't know. I'm open to stuff, but we'll just have to wait and see. Days, is the Women's Battle Royal the main event? We don't know. They don't actually release the order. There's also a number one contenders triple threat for the Cruiserweight title for Angel Garza. It's, oh my God, who is it? I know it's Tyler Breeze, and I think it's Lio Rush. Tyler Breeze, Lio Rush, and one other person. Tyler Breeze. Oh, Isaiah Swerve Scott. There we go. Isaiah Swerve Scott and Lio Rush and Tyler Breeze. They're all competing to get an opportunity at Angel Garza. Plus also we've got grizzled young veterans from NXT UK. They're taking on the Time Splitters. I'm not sure if they can use the Time Splitters name. They just call them Kushida and Shelley. But those two, such a big team. So exciting to see them reuniting. That is a real treat for wrestling fans and fans of New Japan. So that's going to be brilliant seeing them two team up again. I think they should win it now, I really think they should win it. I think that would be a great team to have win the Dusty Rhodes Classic. Also tonight we've got Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne, the Broserweights, taking on Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster. Plus, the other thing as well, don't forget, we saw Undisputed Era attacking Imperium at the end of NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool 2. So you feel like there's going to be some form of repercussion tonight. There's every chance that we get Imperium just causing absolute carnage on tonight's show. So NXT's got a lot happening because, of course, we're building towards Worlds Collide, which is going to be NXT versus NXT UK. And then AEW have got a lot happening because it's Bash at the Beach. And then next week, we've got the Chris Jericho cruise. Yeah, I mean, next week is going to be insane. That is going to... They're on a boat, so that is going to have a different feel. Maybe we'll dress up next week, provided no other Hall of Famers pass away. Hey, Days, one for you in the chat. What would you say is your favourite pay-per-view match of the past 20 years? Everyone, join in. Well, straight away, my head goes Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 25. That's always probably the first thing that comes to mind for me. But yeah, let me know what's your favourite pay-per-view match of the past 20 years. I watched the Australian Open Rally for Relief. It was really good, and they raised 5 million Australian dollars in just 2.5 weeks. Amazing. Absolutely brilliant. Your hairline doesn't connect. Who's mine? Mine? What? I've got more hair than I know what to do with. I've got loads of hair. So, yeah. I've got too much. Are you doing UFC this Saturday? Yes. That UFC stream. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. We are... I've already started reading up on all of the fights. I mean, I do that anyway, but I'm going really deep on these. We're doing the early prelims, the prelims, and the main card. We are doing it all. It's going to be like a 7-hour stream. That stream, UFC, this weekend. Make sure you're on it. You don't even need to be a fan of UFC, because if you join during like the main show in particular, you will see lots of people throwing abuse at me. Now, that's going to be hilarious. Of course it's going to be hilarious, seeing me getting abused. Because the thing is that there's a lot of people that don't care about our community. Of course, you know, there's more people out there that don't join us, that do join us. They literally just want to watch the fight. So they're just clicking on different things, trying to find the actual fight. So when they click onto here and they see me talking, you know, they just start throwing abuse. And it can get quite tasty. I know a lot of the mods have said that they just can't keep up with shooting the comments down. So, yeah, if you want to see me getting abused, then, yeah, jump onto that stream this weekend. It is going to be huge. Absolutely huge. How long is the UFC stream? Well, I'm doing the whole thing from start to finish. So it's going to be like 7 hours. I don't expect you to stick around for that long. But I've said before, I'm quite happy to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Obviously, I'll be talking a lot about the fights and talking a lot about what we're watching and giving thoughts and predictions on the card. And it's Conor McGregor, for those of you that didn't know. He is the main event, Conor McGregor versus Cerrone, the cowboy. I think McGregor wins, spoiler. But, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. But it's a big stream. Huge stream. Huge event. You could say the first big event of 2020, maybe outside of Wrestle Kingdom. I got to mod that stuff on Saturday. Anadors, you'd better be there. Days, hello, C Wrestling, by the way. Days, I would like Pete Dunne to win the Rumble, but it won't happen. Yeah, it won't happen, bud. Ryan W says, this is for the abuse. Thanks, buddy. USC streams are so stressful for the mods. It is craziness. Well, look, all I would say is that I of course, as always, have zero expectations that the mods, you know, keep on top of these things. I have no expectations ever of that. The only thing that I ask when it comes to the mods is that if you're on the streams anyway, that, you know, if you see stuff that you don't think is in line with our community and doesn't fit, that you just do. I've never ever spoke to the mods about anything they do. They've got they can do what they want because I trust them all to just keep the community a real pleasant place to be. That's all it is. We just want a nice community. But there's no way of doing it in the UFC streams, and I know there's no way of doing it in the UFC streams, so zero expectations from me. Which is why I know that if you jump on it, you're gonna see me getting abused. Because it gets to the point where it actually cannot be policed. It can't be policed. AJ Lee is heavily rumored for the women's Rumble match. Where have you seen those rumors, bud? Because I can't say I've seen them that loud. I've seen people saying they'd like her to be in, but I've not seen anything saying like concrete she's definitely in it. Let me know where you've seen it, bud. I'd be interested in reading what that's based on. Connor fight starts at 6 a.m. I honestly don't know when it starts. All I know is that when the early prelims start, I'll probably even have started before then. I really am looking for like a 7-hour stream. I don't know what the limit is on YouTube. I know you can do like constant streams, but I think you need your own server and stuff like this. I think it's a bit technical. Just doing like a normal stream, I don't know what the time limit is. I've got a feeling it might be 8 hours. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Jennifer Lockhart says Cain Velasquez has been announced. His Royal Rumble entry. Yes, I'm really looking forward to that. That is amazing. Really, really looking forward to him being on that, because I like Cain Velasquez. And I think he needs retribution and revenge for that fight. So I don't think he wins, but I think he eliminates Brock. Cal W says Impact have got suspended on Twitch. Is that true? Impact got suspended? Is that because of the silly woman? Impact. Let me read this news, because this is big news. Impact Twitch news. Amazon's Twitch hit a wall live streaming. Where have you got that? I totally believe Cal, because Cal brings us a lot of like news. But where have you seen that, bud? Have you tweeted that to me? I can't find anything. Here we go. Twitch partner Impact Wrestling has been banned. Why has it been banned? Total bans 1. Duration 16 minutes and counting. Last ban was 16 minutes ago. Was it banned for Rob Van Dam? There's people saying here that it's been banned for Rob Van Dam and the Rob Van Dam stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was a little bit shocked. Wow, that is big news. I'm sure they will get that sorted. But Impact getting banned. Is it properly not there anymore? I've tagged you in it. Amazing. Yeah, it probably is. I saw C Wrestling saying, is it because of that stupid woman? Let's go over to him. Let's have a look. Impact Wrestling might have been banned on Twitch. This is some exciting breaking news. Impact Wrestling. Sorry, that page is in another castle. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Sorry, that page is in another castle. What castle? I don't know. I laugh so hard. Days, my fears on YouTube did a 24-hour stream for charity, but you can't then upload the stream. Ah, okay. That would be a shame. Because people that can't watch it live wouldn't be able to watch along. I know there's a lot of people. I actually get quite a few people getting in touch saying that they like to watch the stream when they're at work. Like, maybe they're doing security jobs or something like this, and there's a lot of sitting around. They like to put the streams on and kind of be a part of the communities. And I always like, that's actually a big reason why we do the hour before. I do the hour before because there's always like a bit of news to cover. I always like to have a chat with you guys as well. kind of like our daily catch-up at this stage. But also, I like it because I'm very conscious that when the shows start, there's a lot of me just calling moves. Clothesline into the corner, duck underneath, Pele kick, gets up to his feet, Inzaguri, bear hug, blah, 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 blah. And I appreciate there's a lot of that, which I don't know if it's that entertaining to watch if you're not actually watching the show. I don't know. But that's part of the reason why we do this hour before. So, yeah, I definitely would want the stream to get saved because I know there's people that enjoy watching at work and watching the next day. Jody Gilly says, Days! How are you, bud? Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Jody. Did you see, I'm sure you did, the bobblehead? Did you see, whenever I think of The Fiend, I think of Jody. Because I know she's like the biggest Fiend fan. Let me show you the bobblehead. There it is. Look at that. I've got to say, I feel like the body might... And this is no disrespect to The Fiend. I'm not saying that The Fiend needs to go on like some kind of a diet. But it's a little bit thin, I think. Why is it not zooming? Come on, there it is. There it is. Look, bobblehead. That's apparently coming out in April, May. The Fiend... Bray Wyatt. Looks pretty cool. I think it's got like Yowie Wowie written behind him. I'm not sure about the thumbs up. Can you see the little thumbs up that he's giving? When did The Fiend ever do that? When has he ever given a thumbs up with a hurt glove? I've got no idea. But I like the face and everything. I feel like he's a little bit thin. But yeah, I don't know when The Fiend did an impression of the Fonz out of Happy Day. Monday, Tuesday, happy days. Wednesday, Friday, happy days. Hey! The Fiend. It's not the Fonz anymore, it's The Fiend. Jody says, if it's Bray related, trust me, I saw it. Yeah, that's true. I should imagine they checked with you if it was all right. Jody, is it all right if we have the bobblehead giving a thumbs up? Yeah? Okay, thanks, mate. All right, all the best. Yeah, bye. We're getting a Fiend Hero Clicks. Yeah, that's some kind of a game, isn't it? I'm not too sure what that is. The pop looked better. I agree. The pop did look better. Eric Haberman says, hey, Days, they have on eBay an NWA Championship handmade for $150. I tell you, I've got my eye on some on eBay, but it's already at $100. It is a signed picture of the question mark. Look at that signed picture of the question mark. Only went on sale yesterday, and already it's $102.50. $102 already. Gutted. I was hoping they were going to be selling them for like $50. It's just a signed poster. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can get posters for $5, get him to sign it. I think that's a fair price. If I had to go to like 70, all right, I'll go to 70. It was at 100 already. Already at $100. And I want like loads of them because I want Question Mark and Thunder Rosa and Nick Aldis and Aaron Stevens. Basically, I want everyone. And I can't be spending $100 on the whole roster. Eric Haberman says, hey, Days. Oh, yes, I read that out. Thank you, dude. I will still have a look because anything NWA related, I'm on board with. Apparently, something is happening on NXT, which can't be talked about. Oh, that's intriguing. The maximum length for a stream to be uploaded to YouTube is 12 hours. If you do 24-hour streams, you're best to do them in 2 parts. Thank you, A Twisted Sky. That is definitely worth knowing. Sterling 20073 says $100. That Days. $100 for what? That $100 is for the signed poster. This is one of the posters that they had at their show, which was called NWA Into the Fire. It's a really nice poster. It looks really, really cool. It looks really nice poster. And you can see it's actually signed. There's actually a picture there of him signing it. It's a decent sized poster as well. You can see how big he is compared to it. But that's $100, and it's $100 with like nearly 6 days to go. So, I mean, I think it's got a buy it now price of $250. So, I think you could buy it now. Honestly, who's gonna I'm not spending $250 odd on a poster. OMG, those greens. Days, do you think that Brian Cage will sign with AEW? Well, there was lots of rumors that he would, but apparently he hasn't. Not sure if he will. I think that he would be a good fit for AEW. Honestly, if their Twitch account has gone down, that's pretty major news for Impact. So, I don't know. Things seem to be going from bad to worse for them. Karate! It is karate. I'm pretty sure you could get all of their autographs for free. Cow, how? Tell me how. Tell me how, Cow. I am an autograph hunter. I love autographs. I've got loads of top cards that I've collected for a long, long time, which I've never done videos on. I have spoke about them before. I've never done videos on them, but I love autograph top cards. And yeah, I've bought loads. I've got loads. And I've got like a few signed. You might have seen some actually in the background of some of like the videos down in the figure room. I've actually got Marty Scurll's autograph. I've got Matt Riddle's. I've got the Bellas. I don't know why. I saw it at a show and I was like, I think it was like $25 and you got both of their signatures. And I was like, that's pretty cool. Like the Bella twins. You know, Nikki has won loads of championships, and I was like, yeah, why not? 25, yeah. I bought it. I got Paige as well. I've got Paige's signature. I've got loads, absolutely loads. So I love them. I genuinely love them. So I'd love to get AEW ones as well. I know they actually did some little trading cards for All Out that were signed. I really hope they work with Topps or do something with Topps. Maybe they can't because maybe Topps have got an exclusive agreement with WWE or something, but that'd be really cool. Days, bring back the Wheel of Fun. Well, we still need to look into that, don't we? Because obviously it only started the other day, the whole COPPA stuff. By and large, the channel's been fine. But then we haven't really been doing any kind of figure stuff for a while. So we haven't purposely stopped. Like, people keep asking for toy hunts, and I really want to do them. But there's a lot happening here at the moment. There's a lot of decorating. There's a lot going on. It's kind of like we're getting a lot of things sorted. There's a lot of jobs. Like, the figure room was a mess, and I spent a few days tidying that up. And obviously, I'm in the process of moving everything downstairs and streaming downstairs, which isn't an easy thing to set up, and blah 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 blah. Boring. The end result is, though, I'm just not getting a chance to go out and do toy hunts and do those kinds of things. But I will get chance to do it as soon as we're kind of past all of this phase. WWE Clay Sculptures says, Days, what happened to the Wheel of Fun and to the stream titles? It's all to do with COPPA. It's all to do with this kids stuff. So they brought in that rule that videos, if they're targeted at kids, if they're made for kids, then you have to say that it's made for kids. And if you do that, you can't earn any money from it. You can't run adverts on it. YouTube won't tell people when the video is up. It won't get recommended. It kills the video, basically. The video's there, but it's dead. You've got to find it, actually look for it, go to the channel, otherwise you won't see it. And so the views will just go through the floor, you know. Honestly, if we were doing, they said anything that included toys and games would be susceptible. And of course, you know, I mean, we're doing Wheel of Funds. That's first of all, that's a game. Second of all, we were giving away kids magazines. That's not great. I mean, we weren't doing anything wrong, but I'm just saying that under the new rules, I kind of looked at it and went, hang on, we were giving away figures sometimes. We were giving away kids magazines. The Wheel of Fun could be classed as a game. Someone looks at that and says, that this is made for kids because you're doing Wheel of Funds. I don't know how I would explain it. That's the truth. I don't know what... I would say, look, in a 4-hour stream, we do it every hour. How can that be? How can that whole thing be made for kids? But this is the problem. It's such a grey area. We don't know. We don't know. We're still trying to figure out what we're allowed to do and what we're not allowed to do. So I'm still amazed, absolutely amazed that Ryan's Toy Channel is still going. I have got no idea how he is still going. I have got no idea. Because I thought these new rules were meant to like clamp down on people like him. And seemingly not. Eric Haberman says, I hear that AEW have signed into 2023. They have, yes, my friend. They have signed a 4-year extension. Or they're here for another 4 years. Really big deal. Really pleased for them. As I said, I think they're a really good show. C Wrestling says, and of course, the 42,000 fine. Yeah, if you're found to break those rules, it can be even more serious than just, not being able to monetize that video. If you're seen as breaking the rules, then for each video, right? For each video, you could be fined $42,000. This is it's so serious. So serious. I am okay with the Wheel of None. Well, I tell you what, it's really surprised me how the community has kind of, I don't want to say moved on from it, because where I can bring elements back, I will. I'm thinking like maybe pay-per-views and things like that. Maybe we try and bring it back somehow. But again, I've got to make sure that it's within the rules. We can't afford to break the rules. Otherwise, ultimately, we could get fined, or the channel won't make the money it needs to, and that's it. It won't be able to go on. So in regards to all of that, I've got to make sure it's above the rules. But where I can, I will look to reintroduce things. But I'm really encouraged by the fact that we still have a great time. People still have a great time, and if anything, the community has continued to grow in spite of all these challenges. So really encouraged by that, and I keep saying it, and I mean it. I really do appreciate everyone that joins us. I really do, because it's a real privilege. I really mean it. It's a real honor to be able to spend this time with you guys and to have this little community that we've got. I really do love it. To the point now where like it's kind of overtaken videos. Like, I used to do, like, loads more videos now than I do. I mean, in a way, maybe the watch-alongs are getting in the way of, like, toy hunts, because, today I've been, last night we were streaming, last night we did NWA, and then we did Impact, and then there was even people saying, are you going to do Backstage? And so we're doing all these streams, so then obviously that meant I went to bed late, that means to get up late, then I'm tidying around here, then I'm have something to eat, setting the stream up. There's just not the time to pop out and do a toy hunt, come back, edit the footage, do the thumbnail, blah, 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 blah. So maybe the streams get in the way a little bit, but I love them. I absolutely love them. So, right, we are, enough of that loving. We've been talking for 50-odd minutes, always flies. We are only just over 6 minutes away. Don't forget, on a Wednesday, do stick around for half an hour after, just to talk about the shows and really to talk with you guys as well, because the problem is I have to watch both shows, and that means that I don't get a chance to interact with you guys as much as normal, and I do feel guilty about that, and so that's why afterwards I always spend that half an hour just to go through and answer any questions and talk about what we've seen and blah, blah, blah. Joe Mikulicik says, Days, 2 big shows tonight. This should be fun. I completely agree. I completely agree. I think that NXT for me is probably the show that I'm most interested by. I would have said Bash at the Beach, but I think the picture that they released has actually made me less interested, which is a bit weird, because I thought it was going to be full-on beach, full-on, do you know what I mean? Like, just full on. whereas it actually looks like it's in an arena with a normal stage and it's just a few little touches. I could be wrong, but that's just how the picture looked to me. So we'll have to wait and see what the staging actually looks like. But I think match-wise, I'm probably more interested in that women's battle royal is going to be a lot of fun. Tyler Breeze, I'm a big fan of, so probably got more of an eye on NXT tonight. Tall Paul 2000's gaming channel says, keep up the good work, dude. Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you, Tall Paul 2000's gaming channel, for joining us. Dazzle by Nature says, how's it going, buddy? And enjoy NXT. I am. Yes, thank you. That's the show that I'm probably looking forward to the most out of the two. I'm always conscious when I say that it seems like I'm being a bit disrespectful to the other show. No, I'm not. I can assure you I'm not. I really do appreciate both shows. You know, if I thought that the matches looked better for AEW tonight, then I would say so. But that wouldn't be me being disrespectful to NXT. It's just the way it goes, doesn't it? Some weeks. And this week, I think that I'm kind of leaning towards NXT. But let's have a look. Awesome Kong is not cleared to compete. Ooh. Someone saying, who says this? Chalmers says the ramp should be made out of sand. I think the ring should be made out of sand. Could you imagine that? The whole ring is made out of this big sand structure. And throughout the night, it just slowly deteriorates. By the time you get into the end, it's just this mountain, this mound of sand. That'd be amazing. That would be so much fun. Days, you know that Pork Chop Cash says, ooh, yeah. We saw a picture of Pork Chop Cash. There's going to be a lot of people that don't know who Pork Chop Cash is. Did you know as well that those guys got in touch with me after on Twitter and they said that they were watching the stream back? They couldn't believe all of the messages that they got sent from Raw. For those of you that don't know, there was two people in the crowd that were wearing Blues Brothers attire. They were just sat in the crowd. And, we were, like, sending them messages on Twitter. And we was just having a bit of fun. And it was great. It was all good, like, humoured stuff. It wasn't nasty or anything. It was all good stuff. They responded and they said that they were trying to get their heads around why everyone had got in touch with them, and they were now watching the stream and everything, which it's I can't get my head around it. The fact that you can just spot two random people in a crowd on TV, and by the end of the night they're joining the stream, watching the stream. What a world. What a world that we live in. Technology, man. Incredible. Amanda Catherine says, banana, banana. Banana, banana. That was another bit of fun we had yesterday. We have a lot of fun on these streams. I mean, you guys don't, but I do. Shout out to Tyler Sims. Shout out to Injustice Jones and Frostbite. Shout out to you. Keith Lee must win the NXT North American Championship, says Randall. I think that he would be a good option for that. I think that eventually he will get the NXT title as well. Not sure when he's going to achieve that, but he's such a big star. And if you think about where he is now compared to where he was just like 3 months ago, it's amazing. It's amazing. That Survivor Series weekend, that was huge for him. I'd say it started actually with the Dijakovic matches, you know, that series of matches that he had against Dijakovic. Oh, I don't know if you saw as well, but WWE have been in London today. There's just an advert on TV right now. We got Heavy Machinery getting into a tiny little car. I'm sure all these adverts are on Twitter, but we got Heavy Machinery cramped into a car because, of course, WWE has moved to BT Sport in the UK, and there was like a bus in London that had superstars on, like Charlotte, and we're actually starting with NXT and in memory of Rocky Johnson. You've got to give him respect for getting that up so soon. Well done to WWE. Lordy King says, Days, keep up the good work. I will be watching NXT. Shout out to you, my friend. So, little graphic to start off NXT. Little graphic for the legend that was Rocky Johnson. And AEW have done the same as well. So, a little graphic at the start of AEW. And we've even got JR shouting out some big stars that passed away. I was told that... oh, hello, what's happening here? Oh, is it that we're straight to the action? Not even any no entrances? So we're underway. They are in an arena. We had a lady on a lifeguard's chair. Right, we've got Proud and Powerful versus Omega and Page. I mean, that turn is coming. That turn is definitely coming. We've got Best Friends. And we've also got... Young Bucks. This is to find the number one contenders, so really, really great match. Eric Haberman says, Awesome Kong not medically cleared tonight. For in-ring debut, it will be Brandy Rhodes that takes her place. Orange Cassidy. Over on NXT, we're just seeing NXT take over Blackpool. And we're seeing the Undisputed Era invading. Big NXT chants. So we're just about to get started with this incredible tag match on AEW. As you said, this is going to go fast. It's going to be a big, big night on both shows. I'm going to bring you the action from both shows, talk about what's going down. Who are we starting with? Limitless, it's Keith Lee. Bask in his glory. Starting off with Keith Lee. He's not in wrestling attire. Bask in his glory. I love his entrance music, man. It's not the kind of music I would listen to on the train or anything. Keith Lee. Bask in his glory. Bask in his glory, Keith Lee. Cool little dude. Bobbing his head. We're underway on AEW as well. Shout out to John Elite 45. Dale saying this should be a great match. How long have you been doing YouTube for? We've been doing YouTube since early 2016. So I want to say 4 years. In fact, yeah, do you know what? I think it has been the anniversary. I think it was like the 13th of January. Do you know what? Let me check. Let me check, actually. Let me do a Joe Mikola check. We are... Have a look. Yes! Look at that. It was January the 13th, 2016. And I literally joined and uploaded my first video same day, I think. So, yeah, it was 3 days ago. 4 years, 3 days ago. There we go. Boom. Bask in his glory. So, here we go. Big chance for Keith Lee. Nice kip up by Hangman Page. Hangman, drink my beer sign on AEW. That's such a good gimmick, isn't it? His gimmick is he drinks people's beers. Amazing. Jealous. A lot of love in the AEW chat for NWA. A lot of people talking about power. So, Keith Lee cutting a promo on NXT. We got Proud and Powerful in the ring at the moment. Taking out Omega, and I think that's Matt Jackson. Lovely groomed facial hair by Keith Lee as well. Oh, bask in his glory. Oh, bask in his glory. He has got WWE champion written all over him, hasn't he? I mean, I would have said the same about Big E. Limitless Legion. So he says he is limitless. Oh, next week. Keith Lee versus Roderick Strong next week. But Undisputed are here. Undisputed are here. Here they go. So, look, they're talking about, did you not see what we've done to Imperium, what we've done to Tommaso? Look, they're going right after Keith Lee. All 4 members, this is a mugging. Keith Lee is getting mugged, but he's fighting back. Eric Haberman says there's 2 green shirt guys on AEW. What? Keith Lee, man, is taking out Undisputed Era. Eric, I'm going to keep an eye out for that. Ah, look, they have got him down. Knee to the back of the head by Adam Cole, baby. Who's going to help? Someone's going to help. Someone's helping. Someone's helping. Look, they're putting his leg into that chair. Roderick Strong's going up top. Ah! He comes crashing down. He connected. They're properly taking out his leg. Roddy sucks is the chant from the crowd. Roderick Strong, right, Tommaso's come down. Tommaso Ciampa is here. Yeah, Ciampa looking for Adam Cole, baby. Adam Cole running away. This is a hot open for NXT. Oh, what does that mean? Is that going to put Keith Lee out from next week, do you think? Keith Lee is down and Ciampa standing next to him. Oh, yeah. I mean, that was a nasty shot. Look at Keith Lee. He's like the Hulk. Over on AEW, we're still well underway with this tag match. Of course, I will let you know who picks up the victory over there. At the moment, we've got Chucky T in there with Matt Jackson, I think. Takeover. Yes, it's been announced. Finn Balor versus Johnny Gargano for Takeover. That is Portland, Oregon. Takeover Portland. When's that? That's not this Sunday. Imagine Dave Mastiff eliminates Brock. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. I love Mastiff. So we've got Tegan Nox. Tegan Nox saying that she's going to be in the... She's coming back. She's going to be in that Battle Royal. She's hugging with Candice LeRae. There's Mia Yim. Nice, some lovely action here by Proud and Powerful. Through the ropes. Io Shirai. The genius of the sky. There we go. Yes, and you can see Mercedes Martinez at the top, in the middle. How many women are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? There's going to be more that get involved, isn't there? Still underway with this tag match. We got the Broserweights on the way. Pete Dunne is here. I miss Pete Dunne. I really miss Pete Dunne from being at NXT UK. I think it really missed him. From Birmingham, England. The Bruiserweight. Pete Dunne. and Matt Riddle. Taking on, is it grizzled young veterans these guys are taking on? I might be wrong. Bruiser, wait. Eric Haberman says there's a guy wearing a Hulkamania shirt in the crowd for AEW. Bro. Bro. Here he comes. Look at these two. They're so different. You got Pete Dunne, who's like super serious, and you got Matt Riddle, who's like, bro. The bros awake. Little fist bump. Amazing. Do, 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 do. It is very cool. Oh, it's Webster and Andrews, is it? I think grizzled young veterans are on later in the show. Andrews and Webster. Bro, thanks, bro. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, you're right. Here they come, Andrews and Webster. Over on AEW, we got the Young Bucks starting to fight back now. Lovely stunner from the top rope there. There's people in the chat saying that Brandy is replacing Kong and they fear the worst. Flash Morgan Webster in great shape now. He was a little bit plump when he first came in. Had a little bit of timber on him, but he showed a comparison picture of what he looked like when he first joined and what he looks like now. Tell you what, there's a lot of British talent in here, isn't there? Those two boys from Wales, Pete Dunne from Birmingham. Matt Riddle's letting the team down. Although we do love Matt Riddle, because of course he was the Progress champion, so he wrestled a lot, Matt Riddle, in the UK. Kenny Omega in the ring with Trent. It's going to be a good match. Tag by Riddle. Nice head scissor takedown. Did you know? I learnt this from Cassius Ohno. A hurricanrana is a hurricanrana if it is followed with a pin. Apparently, it's a head scissors if there's no pin straight after. I think the rana part of hurricanrana means pin. I'm going to double check that. I've said these things out loud now, and I've said them on the internet. Well, I know he said that, but I don't know if it's true. Rana, translation. Rana in English means frog. There we go. It means frog. So that's a thing. Yeah, why does it mean frog? That doesn't make any sense at all. Let me see if I can find the Cassius Ohno tweets so I can show you that I haven't lost my mind. Because I thought they were very, very interesting. Although now I can't find them. Oh, right, there they are. Here we go. It gets called incorrectly all the time, and plenty in wrestling just say Rana as easy slang. Fact remains, no pin equals no Rana. There we go. That's come from the wrestling genius, a man that knows loads about wrestling, knows about the history of wrestling. He's like a wrestling historian. And there he is, Cassius Ohno. On Twitter, answering questions to fans, and he says that things get called hurricanranas because it's easy, but the fact remains, no pin equals no Rana. So that's the quality wrestling kind of conversation that you will get here, as long as Cassius Ohno has told me about it first. We are at commercial break on NXT. We're still underway with this tag match on AEW. We've got Kenny in the ring. An AEW suplex off the top rope. Well, we've got two teams now. Best friend. Oh, refs got knocked down on AEW. Young Bucks are coming in. Looks like they're setting up for a really big spot here. We've got all four teams. We've got 4 guys this side, 4 guys that side. Looks like it's going to be a test of strength. Who's going to suplex who? They're trying, but they didn't get it. The team of the Young Bucks, Omega and Page can't get it. The Elite working together, and Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy is in the ring. What is Cassidy going to do? What is Orange doing? What is he doing? Orange Cassidy, I think, has joined the one. There it is. Orange Cassidy joins the best friends. It was 5-on-4. Kip up by Orange Cassidy. Oh, I love it. Freshly squeezed. Freshly squeezed. And we've got the hug. The camera pans back. I love Orange Cassidy. I love him. I think everyone loves him. Royal Rumble is coming very soon. 26th. We're just, 11 days away from the Rumble. It's a week. This weekend. Does that mean it is NXT this weekend? Double stomp. Right, Pete Dunne getting tagged in. We're back with NXT. Hopefully Riddle and Dunne win. I watched your stream on Raw and Fastlane. I predicted that Undisputed Era would interfere and would have had them tell the Shield that they are better. And then we would have had Shield versus Undisputed. We should have had Shield versus Undisputed. Shield's last match, that Shield's last stand, I think was against the likes of Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, maybe Baron Corbin, someone like that, people like that. Should have been Undisputed. We were saying it at the time, yeah. Conversation in the chat was it should have been Undisputed Era. Really frustrating. Chops coming in from Matt Riddle. So, really big spot that was on AEW. Clothesline by Trent. Hangman to the outside. Over on NXT, we've got Flash Morgan Webster firing forearm strikes into Pete Dunne and into Matt Riddle. Nice. Andrews. Lovely. Head scissor takedown. I'm not saying Hurricanrana anymore. Not unless there's a pin. Against the rope, stuck underneath, on his knees, on his feet. Double Pele kick. It's a lovely move. Lovely move. I love his ring attire because it looks like NASA. The lettering and everything on the side of Mark Andrews' ring attire looks like NASA lettering. Which is perfect because he's a high flyer, isn't he? He's very agile. Really showing what he can do. Brilliant competitor. I think he's really opening some eyes here. I think Mark Andrews in NXT would be amazing. Saying that, they can't really afford to lose him from NXT UK. It's a good advert for NXT UK as Webster and Andrews come crashing down onto Riddle and Pete Dunne. Over on AEW, we're still underway. I think there was just a Meltzer driver on AEW. Flash Morgan Webster, Mark Andrews working together as a great team, looking for the pin on Pete, but Pete gets his shoulder up. Young Bucks getting thrown to the outside. I tried to get Monday off from work so I could watch the Rumble, but I got denied. Oh, that is such a shame. Right. Paige is fired up. Really good opening match. So, Hangman Page and Omega pick up the victory. Seems like there's a bit of upset here. Okay, so it looks like there's a bit of upset here. Like the Elite are having a little bit of a bicker. We know this has been a slow turn for Hangman. Okay, they've all made friends. Young Bucks, Omega, Paige. But Paige is looking away. This turn is coming. Good first match that was on AEW. Every time I was looking down at it, it was really good. Well-paced. Couple of spots in there, you know. But people saying really great match, but I don't like Omega and Hangman Page as a tag team. I think they're better as singles wrestlers, and I don't disagree. Someone's just giving him a beer. Over on NXT as well. All right, Omega doesn't want Page drinking. So he's taken the beer away, but now a fan has given him another beer. I think Omega's getting a bit disappointed here that Page is drinking. Page walks away. Is this going to be like an alcoholic angle, do you think? Not sure. Mark Andrews gets to the ropes. Maybe they're doing his drinking's getting out of control thing. Someone in the chat says it's American beer. It's fine. It's probably like a Coors Light. That was good. Good match. Good match over on NXT as well. Pete Dunne standing. Oh, stomping down on the ankles of Mark Andrews. They're basically turning Page into James Storm. Loving this match on NXT. It's a really good match. The AEW match was great as well. DDP doing his yoga, looking absolutely ripped. I don't know how old he is, but I've never looked that good in my life, which will come as no surprise to anyone. Little bit wobbly there, Page. Little bit wobbly. But he's doing his DDP yoga backstage. Apparently it really works. I know someone that does DDP yoga. They absolutely swear by it. They're massive, massive fans of the whole thing. They've been to see DDP when he's come over to the UK to do tours and thanked him personally. And it's just got them into really great shape. And obviously, tie-dye guy. Tie-dye guy is in the crowd at AEW. What? No way. Another traitor? Eric Haberman says, glad to see that DDP is going to be back in the ring tonight. We got Sammy Guevara and Jon Moxley. That's tonight as well. We got Chris Statlander, who I'm really becoming a big fan of. Chris Statlander and Shida, love both of them, taking on Brandy Rhodes and Mel. Maybe the greatest wrestling name ever. Mel. Love Mel. Terrifying. Pac versus Darby Allin is coming up as well. Plus Cody responds to MJF. I do love their graphics for Bash at the Beach, by the way. Do love their graphics. All like neon Miami, you know? It's really cool. Just a shame that it's in an arena. It's a shame that it's in an arena and it's not a little bit more further along in its theme, you know? Let's be honest, if DDP returned to WWE, people would hate on it. Yeah, that's true. They'd probably only bring him back for a Saudi show. I don't think that ever helps. We are at commercial break for NXT, by the way. I'm not just ignoring it. Over on AEW, we've got Cody making an entrance. The ladies on the lifeguard chairs are big fans. Can see them applauding away heartily. Cody is here, looking like something out of Miami Vice. White suit with a blue shirt. Who won the tag match? It was Kenny Omega and Hangman Page. And then there was a little bit of heat between them and the Young Bucks, but they all made up at the end. But then Hangman Page grabbed a beer and was starting to drink, and Kenny was having a few words saying, you shouldn't be doing that. Took the beer off him, and then he went and got another one. We can see that Cody is ranked number 2 in the current rankings for the men's division, which I really like. Back elbows by Flash Morgan Webster. Nice. Moonsault by Webster as well. We're still going with this first match on NXT. We've got Cody in the ring. So I need to change this over to a Cody promo. Miami Vice Cody, yes. Cody promo. Go. See what Cody's got to say. I think this is going to be him responding, isn't it, to MJF? Flash Morgan crashing to the outside. I've never seen the Young Bucks win in AEW. DDP is one of my favorite of all time. What a time to be alive. It's like Alondra being champion all over again. I love that moment. So Cody says it's a heavy price. So they're going to go through what he's asked for. So Cody cannot touch MJF until Revolution. 10, that's weird, isn't it? The 10 lashes is weird. The bottom one, a steel cage match against Wardlow. Nice. DDT on the outside by Flash Morgan Webster to Pete Dunne. This is an absolute classic match on NXT. Oh, lands on his feet by Webster. Spear by Matt Riddle. A spear again to Mark Andrews. Here we go. What's he going for? Got him up. Oh, little small package. 1, 2. Kick out by Riddle. Nice Pele kick by Riddle. Wow, he just got battered. Flash Morgan Webster got kicked in the head at the same time twice. And did he kick out? I thought he was done. Pete Dunne can't believe it. We're still waiting to hear if Cody's going to agree to this, but this match on NXT is incredible. Incredibly. Ten lashes. Weird. Bizarre. Nice takedown. Going for the... Oh, that was so good. Flash Morgan was like trying to stop Pete Dunne from breaking up the pin. So Pete Dunne just like hit him. And Mark Andrews fell onto Flash Morgan Webster. Okay, we're still underway. Riddle in there with Flash Morgan. These two teams giving absolutely everything. Nice. Oh, he slid on his knees, but he got caught by the bruiserweight, who's looking for the bitter end. No! Reversed into a guillotine. Guillotine, but he's going for it again. Got him up. No. Stun Dog Millionaire. Headbutt by Flash Morgan Webster. Pete Dunne is down in the ring. Matt Riddle on the outside. Webster gets caught. Looking for a tombstone pile driver. No, plants him down. It's hard to call. There's so much going on. I got caught. Pete Dunne now grabbing Andrews. This feels like the beginning of the end. Bitter end. And a knee to the face too. And they get it done. They get it done. Pete Dunne, Matt Riddle win an absolute epic match. Right, Cody accepts the stipulations. Cody has agreed to it all. That was so good. What a match. What a match. How many stars would you give that match? I'm really interested. I'm thinking that's a 4.5 match, you know. I think it was absolutely brilliant. People are bigging up the lifeguards on AEW in the chat. Big lifeguard fans. So there we go. The Broserweights progress. 4.25 says Anna. 4.5, 3. 5. 4 stars. 4.5 says Jake. 4.9, 4.75. I honestly thought it was a really, really good match. What have you missed? You've missed a really good match. No Nigel McGuinness. Don't know why. We've only got Mauro Ranallo and Beth Phoenix. Still perfectly fine. Still a fantastic commentary team. They're just showing us what happened at NXT TakeOver Blackpool 2 when Undisputed Era came through the crowd. Cody is leaving the ring. Broserweights, they are brilliant. 4.5, 4.5, 3.4, 0.5, 4.5, 4.5 days. I feel bad for The Rock since his father passed away. Yeah, never easy, is it? I banged Dallas's daughter. Wow. MJF is wearing a shirt that's got the diamond cutter hands. What a shirt. There's people saying I would buy that shirt. I banged Dallas's daughter. There's Darby Allin. Brilliant. Yeah. Someone in the chat says, here comes emo Bart Simpson. Emo Bart Simpson. Yeah, Worlds Collide is 1 week from Saturday. There's Pac backstage as well. And we've got Kathy Kelly. So they're really selling this story that Keith Lee has got big problems. Apparently he was rushed to... Oh, hello. He's got Darby Allin's skateboard. Right, that's gone to commercial break. I don't know what match we've got now coming up. So much action. We knew this was going to be action-packed. It is not letting us down. Really good start. Fantastic start from NXT. Absolutely brilliant start from NXT. I'd say NXT is slightly ahead. Is that Joey Janela? Yeah, Joey Janela. MJF is kind of boring. I think he's a good promo. Haven't seen him wrestle too many times. Nigel might still be in the UK as part of that BT promotion. That's a good point. Kind of thought he would come over, though, because, of course, Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster were part of NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool. So were grizzled young veterans that we're seeing later on tonight. So they've come over. So I thought that he might have come over with them, but you could be right. He might be helping to do some of the BT stuff. Eric Haberman says, I am liking the set. It reminds me of Hulk Hogan when he turned heel and joined the NWO. Maybe we get a few surprises on AEW. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Shout out to Eric Haberman, who is absolutely dominating our list of legends. We've got Tall Paul 2000's gaming channel. We got Dazzle by Nature. We got Lordy King. And then we've got Eric Haberman, Eric Haberman, Eric Haberman, Eric Haberman, Eric Haberman, and Eric Haberman. Shout out to you, dude. There's people saying that he looks like Janis Joplin, and I can definitely see that. Joey Janela is channeling his inner Janis Joplin. Says he is a bad, bad boy. We've got a massive inflatable beach ball. Right. We're at commercial for NXT. The Nightmare Collective. Wow, this isn't going to go wrong, is it? Brandy Rhodes in action. And her tag partner, Mel. And there's that weirdo, Luther. Don't know anything about this Luther guy. Apparently he's a legend that attacks women. What a legend. Brandy Rhodes and Mel versus, is this Statlander and Shida? Days has got a 1000 IQ for having 2 TVs. It's hard to keep up with everything, but here comes Chris Statlander, who I mentioned this the other day. I don't know if you saw the little clip online of her looking at a chair. There was a chair, and she couldn't figure out how to sit on it and how to use it. And Orange Cassidy came along, and he turned the chair the right way. He put her onto the chair, and then he went pop on her nose, you know, like she does. Pop. It's a lovely little moment. There's people saying like they're going to be the Otis and Mandy of AEW. I think that would really work. I think it'd be awesome. Oh no, look at this. Mel is getting in the face of Chris Statlander. And I think it's time for Hikaru Shida. Does her graphics still say Hikaru? I think it does. Yes, here she is. I love this girl. Brilliant. She looks amazing. What's that Luther guy doing? Do one, mate. Look at who is he? Look, he's actually stopping shit. She needs to get that sword out. Don't just hit him with the thing. Oh, what a deathmatch legend he was. He just got battered by, I think it's a kendo stick, is it? I thought it was a sword. Yeah, it's kendo stick. Should have been a sword. Let's see how much of a deathmatch legend he is. Right, we got Tommaso Ciampa out on NXT saying that you took my Goldie. Is it just me, or does he have like a permanent black eye? Every time I look at Tommaso Ciampa, his eye's black. He says, I'm taking back my life. Oh, hello. Here they come. Undisputed on the way. making their way down. They've already attacked Keith Lee. Now they're trying to take out Tommaso. Tommaso's trying to fight them all off. Surely Johnny will come down, won't he? Imperium, yeah, maybe Imperium are going to come down. They've got to. Big kicks, Ciampa. Come on, where are they? It's a mugging again. Knees. Ciampa down in the corner. It's a mugging. They're stomping away. Here we go. Johnny. Johnny's on the way. Johnny's come down. Thought he would. Duck underneath. Big strike. We're well underway with this tag match as well. That has started. Johnny wrestling chance. Did the Broserweights win? They did. Oh, draping DDT by Ciampa. Oh, nice. Could you imagine if we got DIY versus Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish? Like, I need that match. I think there's a DIY chant, actually. Look at this! Yes! DIY! Working together! Obviously, they came into NXT as a tag team, working together. They've obviously had quite a checkered history. DIY! DIY! They're saying you and me. How about you and me? I mean, they can't do it at TakeOver, can they? Because we know that Johnny is facing Finn Balor. There's something to think about there, isn't there? There's something to think about. Amazing. Amazing! We've still got that #1 Contenders Battle Royal to come. Over on AEW, we got Brandy Rhodes in the ring, getting in the face of the referee. Going over and firing shots in. Mel coming in. We've got Alex Shelley and Kushida taking on the Grizzled Young Veterans. That is up next. The Time Splitters up next. Amazing. That match is going to be amazing. Oh, I love Wednesdays. Everything's amazing on a Wednesday. This rebel heart. This rebel heart. Okay, we got Shida in there with Mel. Time Splitters next. Absolutely. Oh, hello. I think I let the Fiend in for a second then. The lights just flickered. I let him in. Shelley next, yes. My day is better with DIY. Okay, Shida is getting beaten up here. So she needs to get over to Chris Statlander. Mel stomping away. Don't forget, this Mel girl came out of the crowd. Days, shoes off after the break. Shoes off after the break. It's been a long time since I've seen Alex Shelley in action. Same. Days, what happened to Wheel of Fun? We spoke about it earlier. It's all to do with COPPA. There's too many stables in AEW. I don't like that. My Fiendy is going to get you. Yeah, that was weird. We do sometimes have power cuts around here. That would be a problem if we had a power cut. Because that would take the TV out. I think AEW would be alright. Actually, no. I think it would take out the Wi-Fi, so I think we would go down. We would crash. Okay, Brandy Rhodes in the ring with Mel. Oh, hello. Mel grabbing Brandy Rhodes. She's going to pick her up. Slams her down. That was nice teamwork. Yes, 1, 2. No, just a 2. Just a 2 for Brandy Rhodes. That Luther guy on the outside. Weird. It's weird. They could have used him so much better. Apparently, they really respect him. Like, I think Jericho really respects what he did in Japan. So why have they brought him in and put him in this storyline? If he's a legend and they really respect him, then do something better with him. DIY and Undisputed Era happened last year on the Dusty Classic. Oh, do you know what? I can't even remember that. And I definitely watched it. So there we go. That shows how great my mind is, how great my memory is. Great knowledge, dude. Great knowledge. Because I can't remember it, I might be able to go back on the network and watch it. And I can pretend it's happening live. There we go. Right, Mel in the ring, Brandy on the outside. Still Shida hasn't been able to make that tag. Brandy Rhodes looking stunning as well, by the way. Stunning. There's people in the chat saying the name Mel really suits this girl's wrestling style. I think they're kind of saying that her name is as boring as her wrestling is. So, yeah, people aren't too keen on what they've seen from Mel. Mel. Crowd is dead for this one. We're still at commercial break for NXT. Hey days, everyone should check out Donovan Danhausen. He's a great wrestler. He's in Ring of Honor. Okay. Thanks for the information, dude. Always like hearing about wrestlers that I'm not aware of. I don't watch Ring of Honor. I don't watch MLW. There's quite a few that I don't watch, but I would love to. Trent 7, see Johnny Gargano and Ciampa are mates again, Tyler Bate. Wouldn't it be wonderful if they could stay mates long enough to fight us? Mustache Mountain versus DIY. What do you say, King Regal? Possibility for Worlds Collide? Could you imagine? DIY versus Mustache Mountain. What? That'd be amazing. Eric Haberman, the legend that is. I would love to see CM Punk versus Aleister Black. It would be a dream match. Dude, I completely agree. Here are the Time Splitters. They don't call them the Time Splitters, though. Reunited. They were dominant in the land of the rising sun. Their second reign as IWGP Tag Champs came to the end thanks to Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. I think used to be known as Red Dragon. So it was Time Splitters versus Red Dragon. This is cool, man. This is really cool. We're still underway with the tag match on AEW. I'm afraid Brandy Rhodes and Mel can't quite match up to the Time Splitters. I do like Shida and Chris Statlander, though. Credit where it's due. Credit where it's due. Right, here we go. Grizzled young veterans. And as the chat was saying earlier, it's time to take your shoes off. Shoes off. If you hate Gibson, shoes off. If you hate Gibson, shoes off. If you hate Gibson... I'm not even wearing any shoes. That's how much I hate him. I'm not wearing any shoes and I haven't all stream. I really hate him. Oh, this match is going to be so good. It is really going to be good. Lovely superplex by Shida. Chris Statlander coming in, going for the pin. Brandy Rhodes almost had to get into the ring as well. AEW has dominated, but in commentary, NXT. Days, do you ever watch What Culture? No. You should check out Ring of Honor, Impact, and MLW every now and then. Ring of Honor wrestlers and Impact wrestlers work with the NWA. Yes, I will. I am tempted to watch more Ring of Honor. I don't think we'll be watching Impact, to be honest. I wasn't really a fan of how they dealt with the whole Tessa thing, and I've come to the conclusion of rather than moaning about it, I'll just go back to not watching it. But the rest of the card I thought was very, very good. Chris Statlander just getting the pin. People in the chat saying AEW need Thunder Rosa. I agree and disagree. They do, but they can't have her. Hands off. So, well done, Chris Statlander and Shida winning a match, which I totally expected them to win. Oh, look, Brandy Rhodes is shouting at Mel on the outside. Bit of drama in the Nightmare Collective. This is a little Dark Order vignette. So they're showing us all the emails of people that are interested. Nakazawa. Nakazawa wants to join the Dark Order? Wow. So the Dark Order want to get to Kenny Omega. Brandon Cutner. This is quite interesting that they're talking about like jobbers and people that are struggling. I don't mind the Dark Order. Dark Order's hiring all the bald guys. Eric Haberman, stop! Dude, you don't have to keep firing in these super chats, buddy. You have got my attention. I promise you. You definitely got my attention. But the legend that is Eric Haberman. I might stop calling this the list of legends. I might just rename it the Eric Haberman board or something. But Eric Haberman says that Luther guy with the red dot on his head is a rip-off to the Daredevil movie. The guy is named Bullseye. He has almost the same mark as the AEW guy. Very interesting. Apparently he was around like quite a while ago. Maybe like he did take his inspiration from the comics or something. I don't know. But thanks for the information, dude. And thank you very much for the support as well. Really is appreciated. And as we said, all of that goes towards like the laptop fund and everything, which I did manage to pick that laptop up the other day. Sammy Guevara. Is it Sammy? I don't know who he's facing. Is it Moxley? Jon Moxley. Boom. So yeah, amazing. Thank you so much, Eric Haberman. Really do appreciate it. I think we're about to go to commercial break on AEW. And I think we've just gone to commercial break on NXT. We're underway with that tag match. Interesting stuff. Oh, hello. He's got his cards. This bash at the beach hasn't been as exciting as what I was hoping for in regards to the staging. Days, will Balor be on the show? Not sure, buddy. Not sure. Hello, Suki Streams. What? It has caused me to develop an ulcer and a need to take antacid tablets What is he on about? I'm too young for that. Jon Moxley. Okay. In order to get the car, you had to join us. You set us up. Yeah, of course, Moxley did attack Inner Circle. And a fraud. El Fraude. The Inner Circle made you an offer. Your refusal was your biggest mistake. Consider our gift revoked. Vanessa Hudgens, I heard you're single. Hit me up. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. And then he's put his social media on, which they just left. Poor guy. He was trying to chat up Vanessa Hudgens. Is she single now? Didn't even know she was going out with anyone to begin with, actually. I don't even really know who she is. I think she might have been in, like, High School Musical. I don't know. Anyway, we're at commercial break on both shows. We're at the halfway point. Get your scores in so far. Get your scores in for both shows. What would you score both shows? What would you score NXT? What would you score AEW? Get your scores in. Halfway point. He is talented. He should go to WWE. Do you have a live stream tomorrow? No streams tomorrow, unfortunately. There's no shows tomorrow. NXT 8.5, says Anna Dawes. Shout out to Cal W. Days soon, Simon Miller is going to join the Dark Order. NXT 8.5, a lot of 8.5s. NXT 10. 9. Cal says AEW 0. NXT 9. Sonny Wolf says NXT 8. AEW 5. AEW 6. NXT 8.5. A3W. NXT is A+. AEW is C because Brandy was on it. NXT 8. AEW 5. NXT 8.5. AEW 7.9. Moxley has turned up in that car. Moxley has driven into the arena in his new car. That would seem a bit risky to me. I don't know about you, but I do feel like that's got mistake written all over it. It's a very expensive car, so I don't think they're going to trash it or anything, but still. Someone could steal it. I wonder if Renee... Do you think Renee Young's in there as well? Do you think Renee Young's in the passenger seat? But Moxley has turned up in the car. People saying that's the kind of car hairdressers have. I doubt it. Worth like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Right, we're well underway here. Grizzled young veterans working really well together. Really well together. Do you know as well, the ring announcer on NXT, the tall lady with the big afro, she's a drummer. Someone was talking about her on Twitter, and it had a link to her profile. And I clicked on it, because I don't know anything about her. And her banner is, she's a drummer. Also, do you know this? This is amazing. This is amazing. Did you know? Thunder Rosa, yeah? Big NWA superstar, yeah? Thunder Rosa, who they've been talking about in the AEW chat. She has tweeted me quite a few times and has actually been on our stream quite a few times as well. And she's also used some of our graphics on her... Oh, I can't get the reception. She's used some of our graphics, some of the graphics that we've made. She has used on her, like, social media. How cool is that? Big Strike Kushida in there with James Drake. Drake going against the ropes. Kushida. Lovely. He is looking for the cross arm breaker, and he's got it. Middle of the ring. We're underway with... Have I got all the stuff right? Yes, Sammy Guevara versus Jon Moxley is underway on AEW. On NXT, we've got Grizzled Young Veterans versus the Time Splitters. This is the Dusty Rhodes Classic. Here we go. Drake with a Inzaguri to the back of the head. Net breaker by Gibson. Gets it. Alex Shelley, I think, is down on the outside. Kushida kicks out. I want to see Kushida versus Adam Cole. Kushida versus Adam Cole for the NXT Championship. I want that match at WrestleMania. That's the WrestleMania match I want. You could argue that, you know, Tommaso or Johnny or Finn. I could understand all of those. But I want Kushida. Here we go. Picked up. It's a picture of Dusty holding the NWA title. There's pictures of Dusty on the entrance stage, and in the one on the far left, he's got the current NWA championship, the £10 of gold. Because, of course, Dusty Rhodes won it a number of times. Nice teamwork by the Time Splitters too. But Gibson makes the save. Luke Harper is in the crowd. Luke Harper is in the crowd. I did not see that. Here we go. Nice. Kushida taking the legs away. It's so fast-paced. Oh! Lovely work. It is incredible. The pace of this is so much quicker than what we see normally. To the outside goes Kushida. Alex Shelley over the top looking for a sliced bread. Couldn't get it. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Grizzled Young Veterans get the win. That's a massive shock. I thought Time Splitters were definitely winning that. Wow. Grizzled Young Veterans progress. Yeah. That was amazing. We're underway with Sammy Guevara and Moxley. And should be a good little match, this. Can't match what we've just seen from that tag match. Nice backflip. Off the back of Moxley. Sammy Guevara then kicks the bottom rope because Moxley was hanging over it. Sliced bread? Yeah. I think that gets called different things. But that is certainly one name for it. It's a move that the Brian Kendrick uses a lot. If you type into YouTube the Brian Kendrick, type in sliced bread, then you'll see it. We've got Time Splitters and Grizzled Young Veterans. Time Splitters they want to shake the hands of the Grizzled Young Veterans, but they are getting on the microphones? Nah. We did not travel all of this way to shake hands. We have derailed this reunion tour. Sammy Guevara just threw popcorn in the face of Jon Moxley. Grizzled Young Veterans say you are one of the great tag teams of the past. There we go. They could win it. They really could win it as well. They are the first NXT UK Tag Team Champs. Who's to say they've not going to come over to NXT and win the Dusty Cup? They're a great team. No, he even gives it a little kiss. Little kiss. Right, I think there's Chelsea Green arriving. Days, were Shelley and Kushida a team before? Yes, in New Japan Pro Wrestling. They were a team for quite a while. Very successful, winning championships. And they, as we said, were known as the Time Splitters, but it doesn't seem like they can use that name in NXT. So Chelsea Green is... Oh, is she not in the Battle Royal? I thought she was. I see Bianca, Candice, Mercedes Martinez, Dakota Kai, Vanessa Bourne. Can't remember that. Is that... I keep wanting to call her Lacey Lane, but I don't think that's a name anymore. Oh, we've got that match as well. We've got the triple threat, haven't we? With Tyler Breeze versus Leo Rush versus Isaiah Swerve Scott. That's going to be awesome. Right, over on AEW, we've got Moxley and Sammy Guevara still underway. They're up on the middle rope. Up next is going to be that match. That triple threat match. Winner will face Angel Garza at Worlds Collide. Wonder why they're doing it at Worlds Collide. Nice. Sammy has got Moxley up. Oh, he was looking for like a GTS. 2. Shoulder up. There's people saying the crowd are dead now on AEW. They're saying that the Nightmare Collective destroyed the show. It's not working, is it? The Nightmare Collective thing is not working. It's causing so much damage. Moxley gets the win. He manages to get Sam out of nowhere. Little finish. Quick little finish. Submission hold. And Sammy has to quickly tap. Moxley wins. He did, yes. There's reports that Chelsea Green was removed because of the Tessa stuff. I don't believe that. Why would she be removed on that grounds? Okay, Le Champion is making his way down. Chelsea Green didn't even come out with the biggest accusations, did she? It was Alison Kay from NWA that was the one that spoke about the racist stuff, the racism. Oh, the lights went out. They've come back on, and Moxley is in the ring with Jericho, with Jake Hager, with Proud and Powerful. And he is getting beaten down. Inner Circle are destroying Jon Moxley. Jericho's got his, like, Painmaker jacket on. He's got the jacket with the spikes on. He's not got the face paint. But he's gone Painmaker. He's gone full-on Painmaker. Well, not full-on Painmaker, because he doesn't have the paint, but... He's going to use the belt. Oh. Yeah, this is where we need the Shield to come down. This is where we need Roman and Seth. Imagine if that happened. They just came through. Dun-dun, 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 bum, bum, bum. That would be so cool. They're putting more hands on Moxley than a centipede. Jericho is going to kill someone with that jacket. It does look vicious, doesn't it? It really does look vicious. Oh, low blow. Low blow. So, Moxley wins the match, but he is definitely losing the war. That hurt. Maybe Harper is going to help Moxley. That would be cool. Who's going to come and save him? I don't think... surely Harper's got a no-compete clause in his contract as well, so I don't think that he can come out yet. I think Jericho's taken off one of those spikes. He's just removed one of the spikes from the jacket, so Jericho now has got one of the spikes. What is he going to do with this? Oh, in the head! Bang! Right in the head! Right in the head? Oh God, this is like what you get in prison showers. I don't know, there comes a point where this is not actually wrestling, this is assault. Do you know what I mean? Like, at what point should we actually be calling the police? Is anyone coming down? There's referees trying to help. What's Le Champion gonna say? Yeah, this is attempted murder. It's actual bodily harm. Do you know what? If Moxley goes to the police, he only needs to show them this little clip that's going to be all over social media, and that's the end of Inner Circle. Unless they're going to cut their promos from prison. Tyler Breeze is making his way out. Prince Pretty is on NXT. Oh, Prince Pretty hasn't got his selfie stick? I really want Tyler Breeze to win this. I really want Tyler Breeze to win this. Do you think Renee Young has seen this? Prince Pretty. He is an OG. He is an NXT OG. Of course, Fandango is going to be out for quite a while, so Breezango are not going to be a team for quite a while. I think Fandango's out for months and months and months. So, Prince Pretty is going to have to go it alone for a while. Right, no promo from Jericho. Here comes Isaiah Swerve Scott. Isaiah Swerve Scott. I think Swerve Scott is. I like him. I don't think he needs to win right now. Who's joined? Someone's joined them on commentary on NXT, but I didn't hear who it was. They're still checking on Moxley on AEW. I think it's Angel Garza. I think Angel Garza has joined them on commentary, which makes sense because, of course, he is the current champion. The Moth is here. The man of the hour. Fandango. Yeah, Fandango's injured. The eye poke of doom. Yeah, he's struggling, and I'm not surprised. Nasty. Lovely jacket for Lio Rush. Came to collect. AEW is now a CZW wannabe federation. Breeze is gorgeous. Shout out to Cal W. Thank you for dropping me that information about Angel Garza. It does make sense, of course, because, of course, he is the current champ. And what a match this is going to be. Came to collect. We've got to be at commercial break with AEW because all we're watching right now is Moxley getting treated. Okay, 1 week from Saturday, worlds collide. They should be on the way, Wes. They should be on the way. Breeze really is gorgeous. He's a good-looking boy. Jon Moxley deserves to be bleeding from Le Champion. For a second, I thought Ortiz was Marko Stunt with that hair. Wow, we've got Tony Schiavone, and I have never seen someone looking so sad in a Hawaiian shirt. He's wearing this Hawaiian. He looks really glum. Nice kick to the midsection. Nice enziguri. Tyler Breeze. Just reminding people that he is the OG. Again, we're just seeing replays on AEW, so nothing happening there. It's a crying shame that we can't get Tyler Breeze a push. Well, maybe we can. Maybe he could win this. Half Nelson. Nice. Takedown. Slides under. Oh, so quick. Look at the striking by Isaiah Swerve. Really quick strikes. Angel Garza enjoyed it. We've got Jericho talking backstage. So, Inner Circle saying this is all down to what Moxley did to us last week, which, of course, is no surprise. WWE NXT is trending on Twitter right now. So, Jericho says we had to take him out. Oh, so the winner of Pac versus Darby Allin will go straight for a match with Le Champion. That's a big announcement. So is that going to be a rebellion? Jericho versus Pac would be amazing. Right, I say a swerve on the outside with Lio Rush. Here we go. Lio Rush up, head scissor takedown. Tyler Breeze just watching on as both guys are down on the outside. I think we've got the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny. Yes, they're coming out. Right, we've got 40 minutes left. So time is quickly leaving us. Butcher and the Blade on the way down. Hope it's Pac. Pac has to win. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Jericho versus Pac. Okay, we got Butcher and the Blade, the Bunny in the ring as well. I don't mind this team. AEW. I thought Moxley was going to fight Le Champion. Well, yeah, I think Jericho's just said that whoever wins that will go straight to. I mean, they are building up towards Moxley versus Jericho. But that was a big announcement made by Jericho then. MJF on the way. AEW is just like corny WCW mixed with indie guys. Yeah, AEW certainly isn't for everyone. To be honest, I don't think AEW has really been the promotion people were hoping for. I think people really expected it to be more like New Japan, but in America. I think people thought that it was going to be maybe more serious. Wasn't going to have the amount of kind of slapstick stuff in it. I mean, got a lot of controversial things within AEW. I don't mind them. I think the promotion is doing pretty well, but yeah, I think a lot of the fans kind of it's definitely catering to their needs, maybe a little bit more than WWE. But I think there's definitely stuff people are confused by. Most notably, the Nightmare Collective. You know, Brandy Rhodes and that little group. I don't see anyone enjoying that. I don't see anyone enjoying that. The Librarians as well was something else. People were like, this isn't for me. So, there's a few things they need to work out. QT Marshall, Dustin Rhodes. Not sure who else is in this team. I think this is a 6-man. Daisy Drake Maverick, like a comedy act on TV. Yeah, he is. We don't see him that often, in all fairness. But he's normally involved in like the 24/7 stuff. Is this DDP? It's me, it's DDP. Right, DDP on the way down. Over on NXT, we got Isaiah Swerve trying to suplex in Lio Rush. He's trying to get him in. He can't quite. Lio Rush reverses it. He's got him up, but Tyler Breeze helps bring him back down and... Oh, nice. A German from Tyler Breeze to Isaiah Swerve, who then suplexed Lio Rush. That was cool. That was really cool. So, DDP in the ring. NXT is PG-13. AEW is rated R. Hello, Tyler Sims. Hope you are well. DDP needs to retire. Days, what should the name of Seth's new faction be? I don't know. Guys, get your thoughts in. What would you call Seth's new faction? Seen lots of very, very good ideas online. But what do you think? What do you think it should be called? So we're still well underway. Tyler Breeze standing tall in the ring. Nice to the outside. Goes Isaiah Swerve Scott, lands down on Tyler Breeze and on Lio Rush. Against the ropes goes Isaiah Swerve. Oh, a Spanish fly. Spanish Fly by Lio Rush. Kick out by Isaiah Swerve. Really good stuff. Really good match. NXT has not let up tonight. It has been incredible match after there hasn't been one weak moment. This has been one of the best NXTs I have seen. Every match has delivered. Every match has been exceptional. And we've still got that women's battle royal to come. This is what knocking it out of the park looks like. We've got MJF in the ring with QT Marshall. Lio Rush goes down. Isaiah Swerve going over to Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze. Nice, he's got him tied up. Super kick to the head. Isaiah Swerve goes down. 1, 2. Really do want Tyler Breeze to get the victory here. Really want Tyler Breeze to get it. People are coming in with their suggestions. Architecture of Destruction. The Architecture of Destruction. I like that name. It's a really good name. The Architects of Pain. The Disciples. Here we go. Look, Prince Pretty trying to suplex Isaiah Swerve. Hello. Play him in. Play him in again, guys. I am worried about the electricity going. That would suck. We do sometimes get the odd little power cut, just like quite rare. But they do happen. But there's been a couple of times where the lights have flickered. Scary. Boot to the face by Lio Rush. Oh. Lovely work. Drop kick by Lio Rush. Jumps over the top. Nice! Reverse Rana! Love reverse Ranas. I think it can be called a reverse Rana. Even if a pin's not. I'd have to ask Cassius Ohno, see what he's saying. Big frog splash! Lio Rush! 2! Tyler Breeze makes the save. Eric Haberman says, Sammy 2 phones. Sammy 2 phones? Has he got 2 phones? Where have you seen that? Wow, the bunny has just slapped Dustin Rhodes, and now Wardlow is getting involved as well. So the bunny and Wardlow on the outside slapping Dustin Rhodes. NXT. R.I.P. Rocky Johnson, absolutely. Here we go. Big strikes by Lio Rush. Kicks to the midsection. Down goes Lio. Tyler Breeze firing shots back and forth. It's a good match. Let's grab the leg. Oh! Lio Rush with an Inzaguri. They're doing some great work. Big strike. Isaiah Swerve backs up. Gets caught with a super kick to the side of the head. Never see that. Got super kicked in the side of the head. Right, here we go. Lio Rush. Big frog splash. Isaiah Swerve trying to throw Lio Rush out the ring, but bottom rope springboard stunner. Tyler Breeze, 2. Kick out by Lio Rush. Come on, Tyler Breeze. Come on. Oh, lovely. Oh, say a Swerve. This thing is back and forth. He's got him up. Oh, he's got him. 2, 3. Isaiah Swerve Scott picks up the victory. That is a big, big win for him. Isaiah Swerve Scott. There we go.
Amazing. What a match. Brilliant, brilliant match. So it's going to be Isaiah Swerve Scott taking on Angel Garza. And this triple threat, I'm gutted that it wasn't Tyler Breeze. I am gutted. But what a match we were treated to there. Absolutely brilliant. Days, what if the Fiend is messing with your lights? That'd be horrific. Swerve wins. He did. Another great match. Yes, NXT is reminding me of Ring of Honor. Boring Swerve wins. AJ Parker says, Wrestling Inc. are reporting that Rocky Johnson passed. Has anyone else heard this? Yeah. It broke about an hour before the shows went live. Both NXT and AEW have put a graphic up acknowledging it. WWE have made a statement as well. So, yeah, it's true, buddy. Oh, hang on. It's a fatal four-way. Worlds collide. It's going to be a fatal... Oh, I thought it was Isaiah Swerve one-on-one with Angel Garza, but it's a fatal four-way. 2 people are going to join from NXT UK. That's amazing. Shout out to Christopher, Tristan, Danger, Gals. Really appreciate the support, my friend. We got Rhea Ripley. Over on AEW, we're still underway with this 6-man. And we're going to commercial on NXT. Days, I was thinking the Shield, but now that Seth calls himself the Monday Night Messiah, I'm going to go with either the Architects of Pain or the Disciples. Are you ready for UFC? I'm ready. I can't wait for that show. We were talking earlier about how big that stream is going to be. It's going to be absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. Shout out to the Demon King. Shout out to Daniel. I'm very good, thank you. Bill Cook says RIP to Rocky Johnson. Absolutely. DDP is in. He is. DDP is in the ring with MJF right now. Firing MJF's head into the corner. So DDP going over. Clothesline to the Butcher. Face first. Goes MJF into the corner. The Blade almost gets caught. Ducking underneath. There we go. 3rd time lucky. And the Blade goes down. DDP. Calling for the Diamond Cutter. Oh, hits it as well. Hits it. And now he's pointing over at MJF. He's going to go for another. Here we go. No, couldn't get it. Low blow by MJF. Dustin Rhodes gets tagged in, though. That was great from DDP. A kick in the DDPs. Yes. Days during the Brock Lesnar R-Truth segment, I thought Brock was going to be Beastie 2 belts. Yeah, he wasn't interested, was he? He didn't want the... I can't say I blame him, but he didn't want the 24/7 championship. No, I don't want this. I think he laughed at it. I think he had it in his hand and he was like... Even WWE are letting you know that that belt is trash. Over the top. That was some nice work, actually, by Cutie Marshall. Bunny? The bunny has come in? Oh, DDP has grabbed the hair of the bunny, hurled her across the ring. DDP is going up top. And DDP with a big splash to the outside. Amazing. Really cool. Hello, what's happened? We didn't even see what happened. We were watching a replay. That camera shot was awful. I didn't even see what happened there, but it seems like MJF got a little roll up out of nowhere. I think he did, yeah. There we go. So the heel team of the Butcher, Bunny, the Blade, Wardlow, MJF, like every heel that they've got, victorious with a little roll up. All right, here we go. Yeah, QT Marshall gets rolled up out of nowhere by MJF. Done. Rubbish camera shot. Dennis, what's your favourite NXT female superstar finish of all time? I don't know, bud. I suppose the Askerlock's pretty cool. They're gonna accept, aren't they? We've got DIY. Did you see what Mustache Mountain said? They're gonna do it. DIY. For old time's sake. Oh, hello. What's happening? We've got Undisputed Era here, arguing with Johnny and Tommaso. Keith Lee! Keith Lee just shoulder charged someone into a hedge. I don't know who it was. Was it Adam Cole? Was the NXT... Oh, what? Just broke a windscreen. A windscreen just broke on a car. Wow, that could be the next Slammobile, couldn't it? Mattel could make those. I think Tommaso's looking at the car. But I don't know if that was meant to happen. Look, they're looking at the windscreen. Next week, Keith Lee is back. He is good to go. That was awesome. That was all. I mean, not for the person that owns that car, but that was awesome. Keith Lee. Steel cage match. February 19th. Cody versus Wardlow. But... why does that keep doing that? Keith Lee versus Roderick Strong. Next week. Right. Undisputed Era versus Grizzled Young Veterans. Riddle and Dunn versus Imperium. Semi-finals next week. Shout out to Christopher, Tristan, Danger, Gals. DIY versus Mustache Mountain. Worlds collide. What a match. What a match. What a match. Incredible. Right, Candice LeRae. So what's this? Is this going to be the Women's Battle Royal? Yeah, Women's Battle Royal now. Man, NXT has been incredible. Incredible. Right, Candice LeRae. It's going to take him half an hour just to do all the entrances, isn't it? Mia Yim. I love her entrance music. Mia Yim on her way. What is the team DIY? That is Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Bianca Belair making her way out. Love her music. So here we go. I mean, look at this women's division. Kacy Catanzaro! Kacy Catanzaro's here! Wow, she's back! Look at that. And she's climbing up the ring post. It's like a little spider monkey. Thought she had left. There was big rumors she had left. She wanted to start a family. I think she's still going out with Ricochet. Mercedes Martinez is on the way. I can't believe Casey Catanzaro's in this. You might remember Casey Catanzaro was in the Royal Rumble a couple of years ago. The first Women's Royal Rumble that was won by Asuka. Casey Catanzaro, I'm sure, was in that. Was it that one? Or was it 2019? I can't even remember. One of them. It was one of them. Mercedes Martin. Oh, now we're going to an ad break. Shout out Eric Haberman. It should be called The Dominators of Destruction. Eric Haberman, stop. Stop, my friend. It's your support is absolutely mind-blowing. I think both shows are at commercial break. It's a really good shout, though. Dominators of Destruction. I like that. Day's correction. It's last year. Okay, last year. Casey is the woman Kofi / Morrison in the Women's Royal Rumble, yes. 2019 for Casey. There we go. 2019. The one that was won by Becky Lynch. In my head, it was 2018. Don't know why. Right, we've got Pac. So this is going to be their main event, isn't it? Pac versus Darby Allin, because the winner is going to face Jericho. The winner is going to face Le Champion. It's going to be a really good match, actually. Pac versus Darby Allin. Dave's favourite female finisher of all time. I said Asuka Lock. Don't break up DIY again. They're a good team. They're only reuniting for one match. They just said for old time's sake. So they're just going to get together for one match. And they're going to face Mustache Mountain. There's big people in the chat laughing at the fact that Pac in WWE was so badly used. Saying here he is on the verge of potentially winning this and competing for the AEW title, whereas in WWE, he was losing to Enzo Amore. Eric Haberman. Eric! We know. You literally just said that, Eric. Eric, when I said stop, did you hear the words, please carry on? Eric, what did you hear when I said stop? Domination of Destruction. We're just at commercial break for NXT, so I'm guessing maybe some of the smaller names are probably coming out to the ring whilst we're at commercial break. Over on AEW, we've got Darby Allin in the ring. There's a little advert for BT Sport right now. Days, what brand will Cain Velasquez be on? I'd imagine Raw. I'd imagine the same brand as Brock. Which is quite a surprise, because I would have thought that SmackDown would have wanted him. Fox would have wanted him. Right, here we go. So the ring is filling up. Oh, is that Lady? I think that's Lady Cara. Do you remember Sin Cara? Catalina Cara, or whatever her name was. I think she's in this. Io Shirai getting a proper entrance. Boom. I love her music. Yo. Darby Allin and Pac circling around each other. Locking up. Here's Io. Tegan Nox on the way down. Think I can see Santana Garrett in the ring as well. Don't think we've seen her since War Games, have we? I should imagine Tegan Nox and Dakota Kai are going to take each other out. Shotzi Blackheart is already in the ring. Xia Li is in the ring. I think Jessie is in the ring. We don't see much of Jessie. Where's Dakota? Here. Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler's here. Shayna Baszler's gonna enter this battle royal. The former two-time NXT Women's Champion. Into the corner goes Darby Allin. Wow, big cheers for Shayna. Where is Dakota Kai? Is Dakota Kai in there and I just can't see her? I'm scanning and I can't see her. I can see Aaliyah. Vanessa. Well, there we go. We're underway. No Dakota Kai. I saw Dakota Kai on the graphics. C479, shout out to you, bud. Days and friends. I just got tickets to a little show called SmackDown Live. Not sure if you've heard of it, but I'm going to be there this Friday with earbuds listening to the commentary by Days. Well, there's going to be a delay because there's normally a delay and you're going to be there live. So, yeah, that's going to be a bit weird for you, buddy. Unless you can ask them to, like, stop. Well, I don't know how that's going to work. But that's amazing, man. I'm really, really pleased for you. So, shout out to our good friend C479. Have a really great time, dude. Hopefully you get to see The Fiend and everything. You will. You will. Darby Allin down on the outside with Pac. Right. We are well underway with this Battle Royal. And I think it's going to go a good 15 minutes or so. They normally do a little overrun. So I'm not expecting this to be a quick Battle Royal unless they've got something else planned for after. Obviously, we're well underway with Pac and Darby Allin as well. Big shots coming in. So, shout out to Eric Haberman, AJ Parker, Christopher Tristan Danger Gals, Christopher Tristan Danger Gals, Christopher Tristan Danger Gals, Eric Haberman, and Cephas79. Shout out to all of you. Shout out to everyone that's sent super chats through and everyone that's joined us as well. Really do appreciate it. We're obviously getting towards the final 10 minutes. Of course, we will be sticking around for about half an hour after anyway. Just to kind of talk about everything that we've seen. But we are well underway with, I think, the main event on both shows. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's been an elimination yet in this Women's Battle Royal. So, looks like it's going to go for a little while. I'd imagine Dakota Kai's going to come down and cost Tegan Nox. Darby Allin just getting back into the ring before he gets counted out. He's having to dig deep. Is there a bit of blood on Darby Allin? Shayna Baszler doing well. Tegan Nox in a bit of trouble. MJ Jenkins is trying to hang on. Shayna Baszler, I think she's going to eliminate her. She's gone. MJ Jenkins eliminated. That's her own fault for having such a boring name. Nice headlock by Pac. Io Shirai is helping out Shayna Baszler. I remember they did a women's battle royal in NXT years ago, and Eva Marie won it. Horrible. Horrific. Jessie is fighting with Bianca Belair. Belair's looking to try and eliminate Jessie. She picks her up, dumps her onto the outside. Oh, big strike by Bianca. Jessie getting back in. Jessie gets back in. Drives Bianca back. Over on AEW, Darby Allin is thrown back into the ring. Bianca up top, kicking out at Jessie. Just gonna look to do, picking her up. Oh, over the top. Jessie eliminated. There we go. Bianca Belair blows her a little kiss. So we've had a couple of eliminations so far. Can't believe that Catalina Cara is in this, Sin Cara's partner. Catalina with a... Nice. Yeah, where is Mercedes Martina? I haven't seen her. She's in there. Oh, there she is. She's in the corner. Oh, Catalina's gone. Shayna Baszler eliminating Catalina. We've got Casey Catanzaro down in the corner as well. I really appreciate the fact that that Shotzi Blackheart has got bright green hair. Makes it very easy to see where she is. She's currently trying to eliminate Bianca Belair. Over on AEW, Darby Allin is starting to fight back. Kicks to the midsection by Tegan Knox on Bianca Belair. Santana Garrett with Shotzi Blackheart. Both guys go crash into the outside on AEW. Kayden, I still call her Lacey Lane. Over the top. Kayden is hanging on. She survives. Oh, Casey Catanzaro. Over the top. Nice. Flips back in. Lovely work. Ducks out the way. Kayden is eliminated. And Casey is trying to eliminate Shayna. Battle Royal waging on. How long we got? One. Oh, gone to commercial break. I haven't even got time to count. Nice stunner by Darby Allin. If you are watching, maybe you're new and you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe. Make sure that you join us because we're here every Wednesday for AEW and NXT. We're here every Monday for Raw, every Friday for SmackDown, NWA on a Tuesday. Of course, we'll do all the big shows as well. We've got Worlds Collide coming up. We've got Conor McGregor this weekend. That stream is going to be huge. You do not want to miss that stream. Nice kick by Pac. Darby Allin is all tangled up. Darby Allin gets thrown in the ring. Pac getting into the ring. Nice. Oh, I think that was a lariat. 1, 2. Kick out by Darby Allin. AEW is dead. The crowd seem very quiet. They're not like all on their feet going crazy. They are very, very quiet. Very quiet. I think the Nightmare Collective have literally sucked the joy out of that arena. Jesse Callan says, "Hey Days, hope you're having a great night. It's really enjoyable." It has been. Both shows have been very good. NXT a clear winner. Clear winner. I mean, even just judging by crowd reactions, I don't think there's much argument. Nice little pin attempt by Darby Allin. We're just at commercial break with NXT. 5 minutes to go, so AEW should wrap up pretty soon. Oh, German by Pac. Yeah, it was a springboard back elbow. Sit down powerbomb by Pac 2. Kick out. Santana Garrett has been eliminated. Vanessa going to the outside. Mia Yim still in there. Candice LeRae is down. She's being kicked by Xia Li. We've got Aaliyah with Shotzi Blackheart. Vanessa is got her feet. Oh, she's gone. Forget it. Eliminated. The Vision. Mauro Ranallo says that Nigel McGuinness would be crying from across the pond. Shotzi Blackheart goes from underneath the bottom rope, so she's not been eliminated. Deonna Purrazzo. I think Pac's just picked up the victory. Yeah, Pac picks up the victory. It's going to be Pac versus Jericho. Decent match. Right, we've got about, 12 women still in there? I can see Xia Li is dishing out kicks to anyone that wants them. Oh! Oh, did you see that kick? Did you see that kick to Bianca Belair? That was disgustingly good. That needs to be a little gif. Tony's in the ring interviewing Pac. Nice drop kick by EO. Yeah. Yeah, he is number one contender. Jericho said so. Jon Moxley next week. What? So they're trying to say that it's going to be Pac versus Jon Moxley next week? So, right, Candice is getting eliminated here. Hang on. Tony says we need to go backstage. We can see that Moxley is in an ambulance. So Moxley's in an ambulance. He's being taken away. But Moxley, I think, wants out yet. Moxley getting out of the ambulance. And I think he's coming out to the arena. So it looks like next week there will be the match of Pac versus Moxley. Oh, poor Pac. We've got Mercedes Martinez face-to-face with Shayna Baszler. And they're starting to trade blows. There's people saying that Moxley is bleeding more now than during the match. What have the doctors been doing? Here we go. Look, forearm strikes from Baszler and Mercedes Martinez. So it looks like next week on that cruise, we are going to get Pac versus Moxley in the number one contenders match. Right, I think AEW is going to come to an end soon enough. We've got around about 7 people left in the ring. Looks like we've got Mercedes Martinez, Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai Tegan Nox, Bianca Belair. So it looks like there's 5. Mercedes Martinez has gone. AEW has come to an end. I'm going to say AEW was a perfectly fine watch. 7 out of 10 for me, AEW. Get your scores in for AEW. If you were watching tonight, I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was exceptional. Thought the crowd were very quiet. I think the Nightmare Collective thing was a bit of a disaster. I can't really think of many segments, if any segments, that were better than what I was watching on NXT at any point. But it was still a very solid show. Right, we're underway. We've got 4 women left. Tegan Nox going up top. Big crossbody. Bianca Belair charging over. Tegan Nox taken down. Shayna. So Tegan Nox doing whatever she can here. I don't want Tegan Nox to win this. I don't want Rhea Ripley versus Tegan Nox. I hate the name Tegan Nox. I don't know why they went with that name. And we just haven't seen much of Tegan Nox because she's been injured so much that I feel like they need to build her up before she gets a title shot. Like, her winning a Battle Royal, it's not going to be, it's not going to do it for me. Taking the legs away from Shayna. Bianca gets thrown over the top, but she hangs on. Io charging over. Io's getting chokeslammed. Io is chokeslammed onto Shayna Baszler. So, yeah, get your scores in for AEW. She hasn't got a knee pad on that one knee. Oh, Bianca spears Shayna by mistake. Nox trying to get rid of Shayna. No, we're carrying on. High drama at the end of NXT. Here we go. Io coming over, runs over, gets forearm to the face, up over the top. Forearm by Tegan Nox. NXT was clearly the better show. There she is. Knew that was going to happen. Oof. That was a great shot. Dakota Kai helping to eliminate Tegan Nox. Hurls the knee brace at her head as well. It was a great shot. Lovely, lovely work by Dakota Kai. Forearm strike by Shayna Baszler. Kick to the knee of Bianca. Knee to the face. Bianca goes down. Oh, Io is caught. Oh, wow. That was amazing. The way that Shayna just threw Io over the top. Oh, Shotzi's in. Shotzi's in. Was Shotzi not eliminated? Shayna's gone. I thought Shotzi had gone. Wow, that's a big moment for Shotzi. Shotzi just eliminates Shayna Baszler. Crowd are red hot for this. Shotzi, Shotzi, Shotzi. Stop celebrating, love. Do you not know how Battle Royals work? Stupid Shotzi. Got eliminated by Bianca Belair. You can't be celebrating like that. Io, Io, Io. Who's it going to be? Io or Bianca Belair? Look, Io's like, okay. Right, Io going forward. Io, Bianca Belair. One of these women is going to go on to face Rhea Ripley. Shoulder charges by Bianca Belair. This is fascinating. Right, over the ring to the other side goes Io Shirai. Io Shirai hurled across the ring again. Picking up Io. She's going to try and eliminate her. Io hanging on. Surely, I think Io wins this. Io's been unhappy. Nice. Is she going to set her up for a 619? Against the ropes goes Io Shirai. Bosh. 619. Io. Io going up top. Oh, gets caught. Crossbody, gets caught. Fall away slam by Bianca Belair. This is fascinating, man. This is good. Who do you want to win? Belair or Io Shirai? We should find out very soon. Oh, Bianca grabbing the hair of Io. Okay, little roll through. Into the corner goes Bianca. Face first. Io. This is good, man. Yeah, Io has got Bianca Belair up. Oh, kicking at the ankles. They're fighting on the top. I mean, this is... Bianca's trying to push Io out the ring. What are you going to do, Io? What are you going to do? Io. No! She was trying for a head scissors. She couldn't get it. Man, this is tense. This is good stuff. People saying Io. People want Io. Bianca on the outside. Shirai. Forearm strike by Bianca. Io goes backwards. Oh, she's holding on. Both women on the edge of the ring. Which way is this going to go? Crowd want Io. Io is on the shoulders of Bianca. She's trying to German Bianca out of the ring. She's trying to do it. She can't do it. Back elbow from Bianca Belair. Right, these two women on the outside of the ring. Knee to the midsection. Uppercut! What? Uppercut strike! Oh, and Io is standing on Bianca's hair. Io is standing on the hair of Bianca Belair. All right, Io needs to get back into the ring. Eric Haberman says, this will be my last super chat. I promise, Days. Have you watched Asuka's YouTube channel? She is funny. I don't understand, but it is quite amusing. I saw a few videos. I thought they were fine. They were fun. But it was, I don't know. I'm not sure. I love Asuka. I'm a big fan of Asuka. But it's all like Asuka making noodles and stuff like this. Honestly, I don't know if I can find time in my life for that. I probably should try. So I do love Asuka. Knee to the midsection. Against the ropes goes Io. Basement drop kick. Bianca goes down. This has been amazing. Just watching these two going at each other. Everyone on their feet in NXT. Against the ropes. Spear by Bianca Belair. Io Shirai goes down. I don't know how long the overrun is tonight, but the overrun's going for a while, isn't it? What she got? She's going to get her up on the shoulders. She's trying to take her over. Io lands down on her feet. Io's got the hair reversed, looking for a German. Hits a German. So good. So good. So good. Bianca down in the corner. Io charging over. Double knees. Here we go. Scream by Io. Picks up Bianca. Bianca lands on her feet. She's got Io up. She's going to try and eliminate her. Oh, she's gone. Belair wins. Bianca Belair. Wow. The EST of NXT just won the Women's Battle Royal. NXT TakeOver Portland. Bianca Belair will face... It's quite interesting. It doesn't say Rhea Ripley. It says the NXT Women's Champion. Bianca Belair's going to be there. I'm amazed they didn't give that to Io. There's lots of rumors that Io isn't happy at the moment. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wowzers. Yowie, wowie. Duckman26 Quack says, did you hear the sad news about Rocky Johnson? We did, bud. The start of this stream, we were talking about Rocky Johnson for about 5-10 minutes. It is really sad news. Actually, both shows, AEW and NXT. Both had little graphics paying tribute to him. I'm just watching Belair swinging her hair around, applauding the crowd. Wow. Get your scores in for NXT. I think it was... I really do think, other than like a big surprise, which you could argue we got with Casey Catanzaro and Shayna Baszler returning. So you could argue there was a few little surprises in there. Plus also, that person being hurled through the windscreen. And hey, man, the announcements. I mean, the matches were awesome. Oh, man. 9.5. How about that? I really do think that's one of the best NXTs I've seen in a long, long time. Do you know, it doesn't even bother me. It doesn't even bother me to put a score that high, because that legit, I'm debating whether it's a 10 out of 10 show. I really am debating it. I don't know what I would change. I mean, short of like AJ Lee come walking down the ramp, I don't know. Disappointed with Bash at the beach. Was it even worth it? Not really. I mean, the decorations just weren't that special, were they? Get your scores in, guys. What do you think? What do you think? Do you think I've lost my mind? Do you think that giving AEW 7 was too low? Do you think it was too high? What do you think about NXT? Do you think 9.5 is too high? I don't know what I would have changed. I thought every single match delivered. I thought both the tag matches were exceptional. I thought that triple threat match was exceptional. The Battle Royal was exceptional. The promos were great. The reveals were brilliant. The little surprises. It was so good. It was so good. My freaking toys says NXT 9.3, AEW 6.9. Anna Dawes says 9.25 for NXT. Sean Reset, I think, agrees. 9.5 for NXT. AEW 7. Chris says NXT 10 out of 10. Shout out to Sunny Wolf. They basically just hyped it as Bash at the beach to get viewer attention. A very silly move by AEW. Yeah, they've kind of done with Bash at the Beach what WWE do with Starrcade. You know how they promote Starrcade, but it's just nothing special. It's just like a glorified house show. That was just like it wasn't even a glorified Dynamite. It just had like some women on lifeguard chairs. That was it. They've really got to do better than that. They've really got to do better than that. If AEW beat NXT in viewers, I will be shocked because it's been poor for weeks now. I don't know. I'd say it was poor. I think the thing is that if you're an AEW fan and you only watch AEW, I think you would be entertained because I think they've got some good storylines going at the moment with Moxley and Jericho. Obviously, they've got some good in-ring action. I think they've got some good stars coming through. I think Chris Statlander's been a big find for them. I think that she's very good. I think, Darby Allin is doing some good stuff as well. Plus, really good tag match to open the show. I wouldn't throw the baby out with the bathwater kind of a thing. I think they have got some good stuff going.
But it's just, there's a few questionable things as well, like the Nightmare Collective, like the fact that we were promised Bash at the Beach and we just really didn't get that. And the fact that, honestly, NXT, I think, for every segment was better. Every single segment, I think, beat AEW tonight. But I don't know if AEW fans, because you've got, like, people that are really loyal to NXT and people that are really loyal to AEW. I don't know if AEW fans are even watching NXT. I don't know if AEW fans can, hand on heart, say, yes, AEW, I've watched both, and this is better. I don't know if NXT fans are doing that. I think there's a good chunk of people, certainly in our community, that are watching both. But, yeah, I don't know. I think you've got NXT loyalists, and you've got AEW loyalists, and I think they're quite blinded if they're not watching both shows. Days, when Dakota comes in, there she is. Hi, wifey. Is that going to be your future wife, dude? Days, have you heard that Kane is going to be on SmackDown on Friday? I haven't. No, I haven't. Impact versus Twitch is better than AEW. RVD's segment was the best. I'm very surprised that that was enough to get them suspended. Is that just... What are they saying about Impact? Is it a temporary thing? Have Impact made a statement? I need to have a look, see what I can find, don't I? I need to have a look, yeah, see what I can find. See if there's been any comments from Impact or anything regarding the situation. I mean, they haven't said anything about Tessa. Impact featured all the fallout from Hard to Kill. That was 47 minutes ago. Tag team of the year. No, it looks like there's been no statements made. No statements made in regards to that. Ricochet 30 minutes ago says, there she is. Talking about Casey Catanzaro. Oh, there she is. Nightmare Collective is really bad. It needs to go. No, Days, that's what you were saying. I added the hi wifey. Okay. They think it's temporary. Oh, okay. It could be temporary. Could be like, it could be a slap on the wrist kind of a thing. I'm going to have a chocolate. Yes, big happy birthday to Eric Haberman. I don't think I've ever said a name so much in, like, 2 hours. I feel like every 10 minutes I was shouting out Eric Haberman. Super kind. I mean, beyond generous. Absolutely amazing. Shout out to Eric Haberman. Have a great birthday, dude. Did Shayna win? No. She got eliminated by Shotzi. And I could see that being a feud. Days, I've just tagged you in something that Killer Cross has posted. Okay. Days, didn't you have a song for Catalina Cara? I did, dude, but I can't remember it. It was something like, Catalina Cara. It was something like that, but I can't remember all the words. I live in the moment. I live in the now. So if you're going to ask me to remember things that I sung like 3-4 months ago, it's not happening. Days, NXT is doing really good stories with Shelly and Mercedes. Days, Cain Velasquez is going to be in the Rumble, according to Wikipedia. He's in the Rumble. Not even according to Wikipedia, according to him. He made a statement saying that he's in the Rumble, so yeah. Last 5 minutes of NXT was better than the whole of the AEW show. Days, pickles or cucumbers? I'd go pickles. Nothing like British wrestling. There was a lot of British stars. Tegan Knox is Welsh. Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster are Welsh as well. And then, of course, Pete Dunne is from Birmingham, England. So there was quite a few British stars on the show. Of course, it's because we're building towards Worlds Collide. And we found out that we're getting DIY versus Mustache Mountain. What a match that is going to be. The whole DIY stuff was brilliant. It was done so well.
Keith Lee as well. You know, he is extra angry now as we head towards his match against Roderick Strong. So really, really great stuff. Really great stuff. NWA Power over AEW or WWE any day. Did you know that Carolina Cara is 19? She was born in the year 2000. Is that true? Is that true? Can't gauge her age under that mask. So if she's 19, that's amazing. We're going to stick around for 9 minutes. I always like to stick around a little bit after because I feel like I do ignore you guys a little bit on a Wednesday because of having to watch the 2 shows. Obviously, we stream for an hour before, but quite happy to talk about anything that we've just seen. I think that Bianca Belair was a worthy winner, but I'm surprised that they didn't go with Io Shirai. I'm a little bit disappointed as well that Pac has had to beat Darby Allin and now has to beat Jon Moxley in order to become number 1 contender. But I suppose it is what it is. You know, if you want to be number 1 contender, you've got to be the best out there. So Pac versus Jon Moxley on that cruise. I mean, next week will be different. It is the Jericho cruise. That is going to be a lot of fun. Days, I've got 1,955 days until I train to become a pro wrestler. Amazing. Days, my phone malfunctioned about 20 minutes ago when I sent you the super chat. Did you see it? I did, bud. Yes, it did come through. In fact, your name is on the Eric Haberman board, which might be what I rename it after tonight. I love Bianca, and I want to see Bianca versus Io one-on-one in a regular match. Nando, completely agree. I think we kind of saw that a little bit. I mean, I know, obviously, it was elimination over the top rope rather than a pin or submission, but we got a really decent amount of time between the two of them. It was absolutely brilliant. I'm surprised that Io, the genius of the sky, was the one that got thrown over the top rope. I kind of thought that it would be Bianca that would go. Io apparently has been unhappy for a while, so I thought they'd give her the nod, but it is what it is. Hello to Damien. Hope you enjoyed the show. I see Shotzi being in the Rumble and being eliminated by Shayna Baszler. I think we're building towards a Shotzi versus Shayna feud. I kind of thought that they would move Shayna from NXT, but I'm not so sure. I don't know what they're going to do, to be honest. Maybe they will do it around WrestleMania time. Maybe we'll get some answers around the Royal Rumble. I honestly don't know. AJ Parker, shout out to you, dude, says NXT gets the win. AEW gets the gas face. Google it if you don't know what that is. I am definitely not Googling that. There can only be one winner and a loser. I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I suppose we do compare because they're on at the same time. So you can't deny that there's a war going on because there is. But in regards to both shows, I do watch them on their individual merits. And I do score them. I don't go like who was better so much. I score it more like, what did we think of AEW? What did we think of NXT? And legitimately, this is the scores. This is how I think it was. Time for Killer Cross to take over. Yeah, well, apparently there's a bit of news out there regarding Killer Cross, so we'll have a look at that in a second. We are around for another 6 minutes or so. So, as I said, if there is any points that anyone wants to make or any questions or anything that people want to put to the community, feel free to drop it in the chat right now because we're around for another 6 minutes. Yeah, of course we're not streaming tomorrow, but we are back on Friday for SmackDown. I'm sure there'll be a video on the channel tomorrow. There's just a lot going on at the moment, to be honest, which is making it a little bit difficult to kind of sit down and do videos. I've got like loads of video ideas, like, you know, figures I'd love to see this year, and I need to do a toy hunt, and I've got loads of stuff I want to do on the channel. But literally, I'm finding time to do the watch-alongs and not a great deal else at the moment. But doesn't matter.
doesn't matter. I'm sure we'll get something up on the channel tomorrow. Yeah, as I said, keep saying it. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe. If the channel's not growing, then I live in fear that it's shrinking. Really do appreciate the support. Yes, again, happy birthday to Eric Haberman. Days, why did you go back to this background? Because if I can stream up here, then I will whilst I still can, because things are set up here. Like I've got obviously BT that's showing NXT up here, and it's just easier to set things up here because there's like a lot of power sockets and the Wi-Fi is a bit stronger up here and blah 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 blah. So whilst this hasn't been decorated yet, and whilst I'm able to stream here, then I'll always do that because it's better, it's easier, it's more reliable. And downstairs just isn't properly set up yet. So that's the reason why. Setting up downstairs will take me twice as long as setting up here. Days, what is AEW's new show going to be? Well, apparently it's going to be like Dark, but just a little better or a little bit more important. But I haven't seen a great amount of details on it, to be honest. But I am definitely interested, because if it's going to be like, you know how we had WCW Nitro and we had WCW Thunder, if it's going to be like that, then I'll start doing a watch along for it. The reason I don't do AEW Dark is because it doesn't matter. You don't need to watch it. In order to follow the AEW stories, you just need to watch Dynamite. That's all you need to do. Whereas with WWE, it's the same reason why we don't watch Main Event, WWE Main Event, or WWE Superstars. I don't even know if that's still going. It probably isn't. I think Main Event is. Is it? I don't even know, actually, now I've said that. I haven't got a clue. I never watch it. Thundermark. Hashtag Thundermark. Eric, you said it was the last one? Eric, you lied. You lied to the community. Days, did you see my last super chat? Yes, I've seen them all. I have watched the Asuka channel. I don't understand what she says, but it is funny. And thank God for subtitles. Shout out to Eric Haberman. Shout out to you, my friend. Thank you so much. I will forgive the fact that you lied to us. You have been officially forgiven. 205 Live rules. Have you got Postman Pat? He's downstairs. Rob Van Band. I like that. Rob Van Band. Yeah, that's a big story, isn't it? That they've been banned on Twitch. And it had nothing to do with Tessa. So there we go. Honestly, it couldn't happen to a nicer company. Can I get a shout out as Jacob America Myers? Yeah. Jacob America Myers and Cannonball Dalton. Thanks for the detection in your videos. You are truly talented. There we go then. Shout out to Jacob America Myers and Cannonball Dalton. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it. Jesse says, I was going to mention that. He did say it was his last one. He did. Yes, I don't watch AEW Dark because it's boring to me. That's fair enough. NXT is like Mexicans. They're always trying to find their way in. What does that even mean? What does that mean? NXT are like Mexicans. That comment makes no sense. Cephas79 says, happy birthday, Eric. Everyone, don't forget to like the stream so that we can help Days out. Really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. See, Wrestling says, what do you think about Chelsea Green not being in the match tonight? To be honest, there's a few people that have said it might have something to do with the Tessa stuff. I'm not so sure. I actually think I think it's probably more likely that they've got big plans for her, because obviously she's got a manager and a mouthpiece, and she's kind of had a couple of standout moments. She's also been used on Raw, And I feel like she's going to be a big deal. So it might be that they don't want to put her in the Battle Royal. Might be that they didn't want her to, someone that's so new, someone that they've given a bit of a spotlight to, someone that's getting a bit of a spotlight actually on house shows as well. It might be that they knew that she wasn't winning that Battle Royal. They knew that it was going to be Bianca Belair that was going to be walking out with the victory. So why put Chelsea Green into that Battle Royal? Of course, they could have had her feuding with someone and someone eliminate her, and then that leads to a storyline. But perhaps it's just not the story that they wanted to tell. So, I don't know. I can't say that I'm sitting here saying, oh, they've done that because she spoke out against Tessa and came up with these allegations. I think it's as likely, I'm not saying more likely, but I think it's as likely that they didn't want to make her look weak and that they wanted to keep her looking strong because she's new. And she's just got this manager and they've got plans for her that she didn't need to be in that Battle Royal, you know. I will admit, though, it does look suspect. It does look suspect, what with her speaking out, and now she's not in the Battle Royal. But I don't even know why they would punish her for that, you know? I don't know why they would punish her for speaking out on social media against someone that she alleged has bullied her, you know? Don't know. It's interesting. What do you think, C? Let me know. Or any of you, what do you think? I am eating, by the way, liqueur chocolates, gin. I never have gin. It's all right now. Days, I'm off to school, so I might be able to watch. Amazing. We are family. We are family. Shout out to Dave in real life. NXT was good. Yeah, it was good. Days, what about Martinez? She's new. And she was in. That's true. But to be honest, I don't think they've got big plans for her. Because I think if they had big plans for her, they would have signed her ages ago. She was in the Mae Young Classic and they passed on her. They didn't sign her. And she's kind of getting towards the end of her career. That she might end up having like an NXT championship run. But I'm really not expecting her to rip up the division and all this kind of stuff. I think she's going to be... I can see her finishing her career in NXT. Maybe they'll give her a title run at some point. But finishing her in-ring career, and then they'll make her a trainer. They'll have her at the Performance Center. So, you're absolutely right. She was new. I think they put her on the show because there was a bit of excitement about the fact that she had signed. I saw quite a few people saying, you know, oh, Mercedes Martinez is going to be in the Battle Royal tonight. And it was kind of just another talking point. You're not going to get that with Chelsea Green. If you put Chelsea Green in, no one's going to care because we've already seen her wrestle. We'd seen her on Raw, again, facing Charlotte. We'd seen her last week with that new manager. So putting Chelsea Green in doesn't build up the Battle Royal. In fact, you can only lose if you put Chelsea Green in. You can only take away from her. You don't add to her. With Mercedes Martinez, she's just come in. I don't think they've got big plans for her. I think they've signed her so that AEW can't. That's what I think. I think they've took her because they don't want her going to AEW. And also, I think they would love to have her around the Performance Center. She is a veteran. She is an absolute legend on the indie scene. So I think they've put her in. It's a talking point. Yes, she's got eliminated. It's not going to damage her because it's just a Battle Royal. I don't think the spotlight's on her anyway because some of the crowd and some of the people watching won't even know who she is. Some of the wrestling fans watching are just going to be happy to see that she's here now and that she's in NXT. But it was a little bit different for Chelsea Green, who's obviously already appeared a few times. Shout out to J. Ralph Onzo. Chelsea is a great character wrestler. She's very creative. They will have bigger plans for her. Days, who is the one person you would love to see return to the wrestling world this year? CM Punk. C says there was a report that I read earlier saying that she had been removed from the match. If that is true,
it does make me think there's more to the story than we're being told. True. I don't know if I saw a graphic with her in it. I don't know. She might have been. She might have been announced for it. I don't know. NXT was good. British people don't know how to wrestle. I'm just gonna leave that hanging there. Gonna leave that hanging there like a glorious elephant in the room. True. Also, Chelsea is hot. Zack Ryder is a lucky man. Are you a fan of Postman Pat? Well, I was when I was a kid. Yeah. Great pick. I'm hoping that Jeff Hardy will get his act together and come back soon. Yes. I think we all are. I think that would be really good for Matt as well. Because I think like the Hardy Boys together probably could have another run. I really don't think WWE are going to do anything with Matt on a singles run. And he's coming up with a lot of good stuff, and I feel really sorry for him. If I was Matt, I would just try and run out that contract. And well, I mean, he could go to NWA, he could go to Ring of Honor, he could go to AEW, he could go to MLW. There's loads of places that will have Matt Hardy. Loads of places that will take that creativity. For some reason, WWE just aren't using him, and it is frustrating him. And I'm sure his contract's up soon, so I can see him leaving. But maybe if Jeff came back and they went, look, we're going to put you together and we're going to put you in a tag title scene, go for the titles, that might just convince him to stay, but I don't think he should. My thoughts and prayers to Rocky Johnson and his son Dwayne The Rock Johnson and his family. Rocky Johnson will be sadly missed. Yes. Where would you like to see Matt go? I want to see Matt go to NWA. Because I think they would benefit from having a character like Matt. I think that would be I think it would help bring eyes to the NWA. I think they've got the money to do it. I think that they would give him freedom to do it. They had like a kind of a dark character called Josephus. But Matt would be next level. Matt would be, do you know what I mean? He would push the envelope a bit further, but we've seen the NWA doing fun little adverts. So we know that they're open to doing like final deletion and things like that, you know? Because we've seen little fun moments, fun adverts that they've put together during NWA Power. He would be a massive star in NWA. Massive, and he would really help the show, so I'd love to see him go there. Days, my daughter is having surgery tomorrow. Prayers for us. Yes, prayers for you, AJ Parker. Hope everything goes well. Days, my 6-year-old son likes watching your streams when he gets back after school. Amazing. Shout out to Vacant Boy V. I taught him well. His favourite show is NXT. Big love from Hales Owen. Oh my god. I am from, I'm sure you know this already, but I am, is that Accent Boy? Is that V Accent Boy V? Okay, I'm going to go with that. V Accent Boy V. I'm from Starbridge, which is real close to Hales Owen. I've been to Hales Owen many, many times. Yeah, I am a black country boy. I'm from the West Midlands in the UK. And, yeah, shout out to your son. Big shout out to your son. I keep trying to get into CM Punk, but every time I do, he displays a jacked personality. He's not for everyone. Days, can you start paying attention to AEW a little bit more? Well, I do watch both shows. I tend to go, I mean, the problem with tonight is I tend to go with whichever show I think is the stronger segment at that point. So my commentary and my thoughts will be with whatever is the stronger segment. And as I said earlier, I genuinely think tonight NXT won every single segment. I don't think there was any segments where NXT was losing to AEW. If you go back to some of the streams when AEW just started and I thought they were the better show, you'll see that I was talking more about AEW. So I'll talk about whichever show is giving me the best show. You know, when like you get Jericho promos and things like that, I'm focused on AEW. Cody's promo, I was listening to that. I was watching a bit of the Pac match at the end, but I gotta be honest, even that Pac Darby Allin match, which was brilliant, really enjoying it, wasn't as good as the Women's Battle Royal. So I think tonight is they just struggled against a fantastic NXT. That's the truth. But who knows next week, because it is the Jericho Cruise. And that is going to be absolutely fascinating. So next week, you might hear me talking more about AEW because I think it's going to be a pretty special show. Worlds Collide and the Royal Rumble a day after. Man, I cannot wait. True. Yes, it is Accent Boy. I tried a streaming page a long time ago and it got nowhere. My son goes to school in Stourbridge. And his mother lives near Lye, not that far. I know Lye, not that far from Stourbridge Junction. Do you want to know a cool story about Stourbridge Junction? I used to work in Birmingham, and so I used to have to go to Stourbridge Junction every day to get the train to go to Birmingham. And the one day I was at the train station. I have told this story before, but I still think it's amazing. I was at Stourbridge Junction, which is not the biggest train station. It's an all right size, but it's only got like 3 platforms, and they're quite small. But I was at Stourbridge Junction, and I was running late. My train was in. Right? The train was in, and I had a couple of minutes until it left. And I was at Stourbridge Junction, and I was like I was going up the stairs, and there was this old man in front of me. And I was you know, when you're like trying to get around someone, I didn't want to say move, right? Because it was an old guy, and he was taking his time getting up the stairs, and he had his daughter with him. And I honestly thought his daughter was helping him up the stairs. But you know when you're like trying to get past someone, you're going from side to side and you're desperately trying to get round, and I'm like, oh, come on! The train's gonna go! And I was desperately trying to get up these stairs. Anyway, I got up the stairs, got on the train, and the old guy was saying like goodbye to his daughter. His daughter was getting on the train, and the old guy was obviously going to go back home. And I sat down on the chair and I was watching these two, because you know what it's like at airports and everything when 2 people are, you know, saying goodbye. And I actually heard the old guy say, I've had a fantastic weekend. Had a really great weekend. I was like, man, that is not father and daughter. They're like, they're a couple? They're a couple? I thought it was father and like there was a big age gap. Big age gap, like 40 years, easy. Big age gap. So I was like, man, they're actually... And so then, of course, my interest was like, whoa, what is this? What's going on? So I was sat there and I was like, well, I couldn't quite see him. But I could I was by the door and I heard that. He turned around. And it was Robert Plant, lead singer of Led Zeppelin. True story. True story. Robert Plant is from Wolverhampton. Lives around that area. I don't know where his house is exactly, but I actually know people. There's people all the time around there that are like, yeah, my dad goes drinking with Robert Plant, and all of this. And I'd never seen him. I'd never ever seen him, but I've kind of grown up knowing that he's in the area. He goes to Wolverhampton Wanderers every single time they play in Wolverhampton, and Wolverhampton's like 20 minutes down the road from Stourbridge. So I was like, well, I'm trying to get past the guy. It turns out I was stuck behind Robert Plant, like one of the greatest singers from one of the greatest rock bands that is known all over the world. It was insane. And the thing was that when he turned around and started walking away, I was like, Couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. I'll tell you what, I'll tell you how I knew it was him as well. Is because his album had just come out, so I knew what he looked like at that point in his life. His album had just come out with Alison Krauss. He did an album, I can't remember what it was called. It was a white and black picture on the front cover, called like Crossing Times or something. What was it called? Let me have a look. It had him and Alison Krauss on the front cover of this album, and that album had only just come out. Robert Plant. Raising Sands, that was it. Crossing Times. Wasn't called Crossing Times. It was called Raising Sands. And my first thought was, is that woman Alison Krauss, the woman that I thought? Is that Alison? It wasn't Alison Krauss. Don't know who it was. I didn't recognize her. But I can tell you it wasn't Alison Krauss. Because I was looking at the girl then thinking, is that Alison Krauss? And I was having a look to see if I could see. But that album had just come out. It was around the time this album had dropped. And I absolutely promise you that story is true. Absolutely promise you. Why would I lie? I've got no need to lie. But yeah, if we're going to talk about Stourbridge Junction, that's like the best story I've got about Stourbridge Junction. The fact that I was stuck behind Robert Plant. And that is, that album was out, Raising Sands, which I actually bought, and it's a really good album. Really decent album. I think it got really good reviews. Right, shout out to definitely a great album. It was a really good album, yeah, it was. I think he released another album after that, another solo album. That was really good as well, but I do like the blend of like male and female vocals. It's a really great Bob Dylan album called Desire, and that has got, I want to say, Linda Ronstadt. Who's on that? Oh man, this is like music days now. We've stopped being wrestling days. Let me have a look. I can't remember. I think it's Linda Ronstadt. Dylan. Desire. You've got to listen to that album, man. That Desire album is so good. So good. No, it's Emmylou Harris. Many of the songs feature, I knew it was a country singer, but it's Emmylou Harris. I really love Bob Dylan. I'm a big Bob Dylan fan. And that is one of my favorite Bob Dylan albums. It is absolutely brilliant. I love male and female vocals together. Like, it just works, and he does that with Emmylou Harris all over this album. Absolutely wonderful. From 1976. Let me tell you a great track on that. Hurricane's brilliant. One More Cup of Coffee is great as well. Joey is brilliant. ISIS. There's a song called ISIS on there, which has got nothing to do with terrorism. It's all to do with a woman that he married that was called ISIS. And it's a really good song. Great. Really, really great. Here comes the story of the hurricane. Yeah, so good. Right. Imagine if you was the person to tell Robert Plant to move out of the way. Of course, Stourbridge Junction known to have one of the shortest, most pointless lines in Europe between it and Stourbridge Town. Yes. Oh, well, you say pointless, but I really like that line. Because it is short. It only takes like 2 minutes. There's from Stourbridge Junction to get to where the shops are, you need to get a little, like, it's like a shuttle. It's like this little shuttle thing. You're on it for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. But the thing is, like, if you want to go to the shops, you've got to use that little shuttle thing. So I really love the fact that Stourbridge has got that. Because otherwise, like, how would you get to the shops from there? You'd have to walk or get a taxi. We built a whole train line just to make this like 1 minute journey. Anyway, look, we could stick around talking about days. Not to be technical, but you do stream on a Thursday and you don't stream on a Friday. Well, that's true, yes, because it is Thursday right now. But I was talking more along the lines of American time, because in America, Obviously, it's Wednesday right now. Here in the UK, it's 10 to 4 in the morning on a Thursday. So I suppose technically I do stream on a Thursday. And you're right, I don't stream on a Friday. Right. I think we're done, guys. I said I was going to stick around for half an hour, and that turned out to be 50 minutes. So there we go. I really do appreciate it. Sorry if, stories about Robert Plant aren't your thing, or Bob Dylan albums. But yeah, really appreciate it. A really good night. Great night for NXT. I thought AEW was perfectly fine as well. No shade on AEW. I do just think that it was a little bit overshadowed this week, but very excited to see what they can do next week on that Jericho cruise. That is going to be very, very special. Right, awesome, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate the support. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.